yet
Well, like,
because, okay, there it
okay.
is.
Okay.
So Ralph was saying that she was already
Oh.
on one podcast with him before, and she used that as an excuse to talk to him because he
Ah,
said he wanted to talk to her about something, and it was another podcast, but they
yeah.
had already
Been
done a podcast together. So she used that relationship for business as an excuse to not have to ask Drew,
oh.
is it okay for me to meet with
Ah,
Basement Boy?
yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
yes,
So
Right.
basically, it's tit for tat, but we're using Shamia to get to fucking Drew.
Mm-hmm.
right,
So she's
right,
doing to Drew what Drew's doing to Portia.
Correct.
basically.
Yes, because she's an expert in podcast, I guess. I'm okay. So start.
And she said as much. She's done interviews, and she did an interview. Her and Kelly are going around because they talk every day and they're besties now. And in real life, like right now. And
Mm-hmm.
she was saying that she did do it like as a form of get back
Wow,
for Portia towards Drew
that's
for
a weird
that
way.
whole kerfuffle. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
Weird way to get back at Portia for Portia to get back
Mm-hmm.
at Drew. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like why was that her place to do that for,
Her lap
you know what I mean?
because
If
she's
that's
like.
her friend,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like their friendship is much deeper than the show, and that whatever shit happens here, it's not really going to matter because I feel like they do have that type of friendship where like they can get together and be like, "That's fucking bullshit." Like, you know what I mean? I do feel like they don't take out. I don't know. I have a feeling that their friendship is real. Obviously, I think it is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that. I don't think that she didn't want Shamia on the show.
Right.
right? That wasn't one of the issues.
No, I think that um, Ralph is messy and Ralph will fuck over. See, Ralph is a motherfucker that does not have any loyalty to his ex-wife when he should. I mean,
Correct.
Because he didn't have any loyalty to his wife.
when
And
he was
like, why? I keep
married.
saying, when they were on the show as a married couple, where was Ralph? Florida.
At a
He
beach
was
somewhere.
always traveling to Florida. Remember? He was always gone to Florida. And now he needs to be in the basement.
And he didn't know
Correct.
Portia was going to be at that dinner. Like she just waltzed in.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Right.
they literally start gossiping about Drew. That's the motherfucker that I don't care what we're going through. You respect
Mm-hmm.
me and you don't talk
Mhm.
shit on me to my friends. That's the kind of
Right.
scumbag he is.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
And that's why she's
literally.
divorcing his ass.
Yep.
Oh,
But
he's
I
the
do.
she's divorcing. I didn't know she was divorcing him. Go ahead.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're in the middle of a nasty
And
divorce
she
on the
is.
show.
She
Oh.
decided to do a bunch of stuff with Hot Dog Guy, but now she's not paying him allegedly. I don't know
Right.
what's happening with that, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that deal is with. Oh, I don't want your ass, I want your money.
Right.
But
Yeah.
apparently, podcast is a pastime for all of them. I don't know to do things without. Look, they're all fucking each other now. Like this is getting messy, but guess what? Who cares, right? It's Atlanta.
Right.
They're all going to be a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of assholes. I think that Angela loves it. And
Right.
we're just showing that text from Dennis about like Drew owed him money for the music. Okay, the very
Right.
beginning, Dennis was very happy with the deal they signed for the
Right.
residual. So what's the fucking problem now? You can't cry,
Exactly.
you know.
Did you hear about? Oh, sorry about that.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Did you
Dustin.
hear about? Did you hear about the new housewife city that was announced a couple weeks ago? There's gonna
Yeah,
be a
but can
new
we
show
talk
coming.
about it after this? Can I do this
Yeah.
first?
Yeah. Sorry
Please
about that. Sorry
don't
about
get
that.
me sidetracked. Um,
Sorry. Go ahead.
because I'm trying to get my notes. But anyway, so they asked. I just Shamia and Portia, they're funny because Ralph couldn't wait to start yapping, and like I said, told the ladies he's talking shit on Drew about how she allegedly had an affair with Ty, which we kind of knew, and technically Drew filed first, but she beat him to the courthouse. She made by a few minutes, which is petty as
Yeah.
fuck. Two of them. Anyway, he's
Mm-hmm.
not innocent. We know that, so we know he also cheated on her.
Right.
And they also got engaged 3 months after they met. So that's
Uh-huh.
love bombing.
Sure.
Well,
You know?
and that's how he got to her was in 8 months. Within 8 months, he married her and had her pregnant within 8 months of meeting her, you guys. This is
Mm-hmm.
classic. She got caught up.
Love
He's like,
bombing.
he
Sorry.
is, I feel like
Love.
he's Rock Lobster.
Yes, that's what he is. He's just like
Yeah.
him.
Right. Yeah.
EpiPen. He's just like him. And then another one is Jax because he talks shit on.
Yeah,
He loves to talk shit on his wife, and I don't know
right.
why he thinks that's cool. Like I don't care if you're divorced separately. The years you
Right.
spent with me, how fucking dare you?
Right.
Regardless of what the fuck I did. You look so
Correct.
pretty, babe. You look so pretty, Larja.
No way, thank you.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
too.
You look.
gosh.
You look
This
good,
is
Larja.
Moldavite. Thank you, Dustin.
Mhm.
Dustin, Dustin, did you get your hair cut? Though? I got mine.
Yes, I did.
Can I
Okay.
say?
Yes.
This is Moldavite.
We're trying to get Dustin. Oh, Dustin, how cute. You got to show your face.
Oh yeah, nice.
How cute is
Nice.
Dustin?
Oh, and a
Look
goatee.
at that. All turning 21
Okay.
with a mustache now like a dad. You got a
I'm
mustache.
23 now. I'm 23 now.
Oh my God.
Oh,
This is
23.
23.
There you go. And
My
you
Dustin,
birthday.
single ladies.
are you single,
My,
You're
Dustin?
single, right, Dustin? So the ladies
yeah.
can DM Krista for a hookup.
Yes, I'm single. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
single.
And you guys, if
yeah.
you want to see Dustin, he's every Monday night, right? Is it Monday nights on Jonathan's
Monday
channel?
night. Yes, Monday nights on JoJo Speaks.
Can you guys put JoJo or remember, can you put JoJo Speaks in the chat for me? Like whoever. But yeah, thank you, Dustin. I'm glad you're here. So
Yes.
all right, well,
So glad to be back.
Mhm.
So glad to be
So
back over here.
Ralph is just like fucking. Eventually, we'll see Rock Lobster talking shit on his wife. He'll blame her
Yes.
for everything. But anyway,
Yes.
the
Right.
fact that
It'll
like
all be because of her and the show and her fans. And
Mm-hmm.
oh, those nosy people ruined everything.
yep. And how about Angela with her $12 million problem? So she dropped 12 million into these houses. I'm
Yeah, she
assuming.
drew. That's what I heard anyway,
Or
allegedly. Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't understand. So is that why she's trying to sell them for 3 million? Is because she put that much into it?
Yeah, the thing is, you're
Or
not
is
supposed to do 4 or 5 at a time. You do one, you rehab it, you sell it. You take that money, right? The next one. You don't do 5.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Or 4,
Or
or
you just organize better. She's living and learning. If, hey, I'm like, hats off, kudos as a real estate developer mind. Like, yeah,
yeah,
do 5 while you have 5. If you have the resources to do 5 and it
right?
looks like everything is done,
Mm-hmm.
ready to hit market, and she needs it sold. So she got it done, however she did it. So now the question is trying to sell it for the price she's asking.
I wonder if we have.
And if Kelly's short as Kelly looks like she could technically be a little
It could be her
because I
dollhouse.
think that's like if you're like 4'11", like you're
Kelly's
technically a
dollhouse.
little
It's
person,
Kelly's
right?
dollhouse.
Yes.
Right.
And for her to say the ceilings were low,
Yeah, it's cozy. It's cozy. Cozy's a way of saying,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, your house is so cozy."
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
what did we say earlier was so funny? What did I say? And I had to write it down because we called somebody something.
Obadiah Pratt.
Oh yes,
Yes.
Kristen's boyfriend is whatever his name is, Obadiah Platt. All right. Oh God. Kristen. So I feel like I don't know if she's lied to Charles about the money that she's put into it, but it's obviously probably his money.
I think she has. Mm-hmm. I think she lied about it. Mm-hmm.
And she also lied about, I have a mortgage license. No such thing. And you have to have a broker's license. And you don't have one. So how dare you go
on the state? Maybe if we research whatever state she allegedly had it in at the time, because for there to be that paperwork, she had to have had some type of license for them to act on it, remember? And they said in that Reddit thread, remember we saw that? And it said something about that whole she supposedly allegedly
with
took
her dad, married her dad or something.
money. Right.
She married her father,
Right.
they became a couple, and then they bought a house together.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Is that
on
the
paper?
story? Are we
On
talking,
paper. On paper.
are we talking
I heard
about
about. I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
Well, was it her and her dad, right? That acted like mother and daughter or mother and something or whatever.
Right.
Wife to buy a house.
Correct.
I'm trying to look up Angela. What's her last name? Oakley, right?
Oakley.
Angela.
It was Angela Diane Reed was
Okay.
her maiden name.
Yeah.
And it was in that Reddit thread we found.
Yeah, I have a minute for
She
it.
kind of came out and she was like, "Oh no, that's not me. You guys got to
Yes,
get
it
the
is.
facts straight." So it's all allegedly.
Oh, it's her.
And I was like, "Yeah, Namir." I was like, "Are we all of a sudden talking about her Salt Lake City? Are we talking about Mary and her daddy?" And
I
it was her
know.
granddaddy, y'all. It was her
Like,
granddaddy.
yeah. She got a like I mean I did mortgages. I've seen that happen. They don't really look at your social security card. They don't, if you're of age, you can go on as husband and wife, nobody will ever know. But it's also called mortgage fraud. So you have to satisfy the mortgages and you can't be like all crazy about it, then they'll find out. Like if you mortgage fraud, at least make sure the mortgage is satisfied. That way it's transferred over to whatever, no foul, no harm, no foul. I would change them. I would do stupid shit like change numbers on bank statements and shit like that. And then it got really really strict where we couldn't do any of that. And then I was like, fuck this, I ain't paying taxes. Like, you want to take $6,000 from my fucking commission? Get the fuck out of here. I have 12 dependents. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're doing. But we're doing.
Back to the streets all day long. I'm there, pumping and singing her song. Remember that?
No, I just remember. I need you to do it though.
Mary Mac. Did you used to do Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black,
Mary Mac
with silver buttons coming down her back?
Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black.
And he said all dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down her back. She jumped so high, she touched the sky. You don't remember that?
I do. I was like, I didn't remember the last part. Hi, lovely. Thank you.
Hi, lovely. Hi, Mayor.
Dependents, yes.
Angela.
Hi, Mayor.
Okay.
So if you're counting all of them, then 12.
She introduced herself as a self-made millionaire with a portfolio of investment of properties. She's in debt, but that's fine. If they sell, she'll probably make her money back. If she's got 5 or 6 that are worth $2 or $3 million, she's not going to make any money.
Like $2 million. I thought she was $2 million in debt. I thought it was $2 million.
Oh, okay, she's 2. I thought it was 2.
And yeah, so
2's not that bad.
I don't know.
Bad. $2
million isn't bad with all those properties rented.
No, actually, no, it's not actually, because we should probably get the addresses and do a Zillow check on them and see. Yeah. Like we can look at comparable sales and see if she's like out of her mind or not,
Right.
But when Kelly goes in there and she visits the property, she's like I said, she said it's very cozy, which means it's smaller. There's a pool with no water, a closet with no window, or with a closet with a window in it. No appliances.
That closet will not sell for the people. She didn't even do anything that took any forethought, or you know what I mean?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What are you? You redid this?" And I don't really know style or stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really know like theme and shit like that. Like I just took the plate and showed the guys like, "Can you see this plate? Can you do my kitchen around this plate? The color of it." You know what I mean? Because that's what I would do. I don't know, and I'm like,
you have a certain color screen. You have a certain color you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was obsessed with the print, and you guys know I like my wallpaper now. So my house, every room has got a different freaky ass wallpaper.
Yes, I love wallpaper.
I love that wallpaper, Krista.
I'm just so glad it came back. I don't know if it's back in style, but it is for me. But anyway,
you would have never used it for your storyline.
What happened?
I said, and you would have never used your wallpaper for your storyline.
Never. I wouldn't even use my cats for my storyline,
Right.
But I feel like I need my weed. I don't know where it went. But okay, let's get back. Where are we at? The houses, they had no chairs. It had no chairs in it. I guess So Kelly asks her about the baby thing, and we have the whole thing, the conversation we already know about. With Wendy Williams had her husband who had the baby. Angela admitted it was the father of her first baby daddy, not Charles. But he did cheat. He did need some time in New York by himself. Cheated. Didn't have a baby allegedly, but whatever. But then we move on to Angela meddling and Portia. Yeah. And like I said, I feel like their relationship is much stronger than what Angela could do. Even if she was warning Shamia, look, she feels this way, or I'm sorry, Portia, Shamia feels this way. So, but I feel like, you know, Angela really, she didn't want to invite Portia to her house, which is weird because what she said about Charles, but she already apologized for it. And
well, and I still wouldn't like invite a bitch like that. I wouldn't give her the pleasure of thinking she could play me like that. It's like I'm gonna get along with you for work, but you're still not welcome in my where my husband is. That you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it all started with Fallon. She learned her lesson. Like she must have watched the previous episode because
it's that handbook they all look at.
Right. So I appreciate that she was not going to fall in and just do it for the show. It feels like she has a mind that is Charles. It feels like she doesn't want nothing to bother Charles. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what she wants.
Well, I also feel like conflict resolution, and that's what they are. That's what, and I get it because it's real life, but they have to learn that you're going to fuck each other over, and conflict resolution is what at the end of the day we want. But we can let this go for a week or two. I would be okay with that. But eventually we're going to need some resolution because Faye's coming.
When's the reunion?
Huh?
I said, when is the reunion?
I don't know because we're only on episode. We're on episode 10. Shit, it should be.
Yeah, I think we have like 5, at least 5. And how many is it going to be? 18 and then 3 reunions, or is it going to be 15? And it's usually an 18.
Yeah, 15
episode season, and then maybe 3.
Yeah. So we only have so where the fuck is goddamn Phaedra? I didn't see the end. I missed the very, very end, but I did watch the after show. Did Faye show up this week or no?
I don't think so.
I hope she hurry up and come on somewhere.
I know.
Thinking she's saving something. She's gonna have to spend some time to save it if she's saving it.
I don't know because all right. So with Angela, like I said, Angela and Shamia, I feel like that, talking to Shamia about this conversation that wasn't even revealed, but Shamia revealed to her that she was feeling let down by Portia, frustrated that she spent so much time defending her, and Angela collected that bone, brought it to Portia, saying that Shamia feels that type of way, which I don't know if Shamia really does. If she does, she doesn't show it to us. She did everything. I'm sorry, Portia. I'm sorry. Well, Portia for that. Both of them, put it that way. Both of them. And I think that Portia was she's THOTlata, but I also feel like she's very hurt by that conversation. But she also has been treating Shamia a little type of way too. Like showing up late to her birthday, not knowing it's her song. Kind of like making a big deal out about a fucking dentist when, it's like, we're trying to have a good season and all that shit. And, Portia's lapdog. People have been saying that shit for years. I don't think Shamia gives a fuck.
Do you think that Portia's going to be asked back next season?
Yeah.
Oh, you think? Okay,
I think this whole cast is. I think this whole cast is. Okay. And I think that, Portia getting upset about it is hurtful because she's hurt I do think that she's hurt that Shamia is hurt. And I think that Shamia maybe feels a little type of way, but only because somebody's putting it in her head. Because they've been friends for their whole entire lives. I do have my one friend I have one friend like that, and like Maureen, like I know, like no matter what happens, we could talk. She could be around a bunch of people talking shit on me, and I would not. And I know that she has my back. I know that. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? It's my like when I say, how do you know? When say, how do you know your name? I know my name's Krista. That's how much I know that she would do that for me. I just know because we have. So I feel like that Portia is that person. Like I feel like they are that person. But again, friendships go through things. This is a weird situation. Like, you're both on a show now, but a show that you were my side piece person. But, now it's time for you to be full circle. I would be so happy for my friend if I were Portia. Like Portia's, rebuilding her businesses because she decided to get married and just fuck all her businesses because she thought that Simon was it. And again, you waited, a month until you kind of let your hairline. She let everything go. And now she wants to rebuild it, which is fine. But, oh my God, and I just realized I haven't thought about Kenya at all. I didn't think about
Me
Kenya.
neither. I was thinking about that earlier, and she thinks that she's missed.
Yes.
No.
Oh my God, I don't miss her at all. I just realized that. I don't miss her at all. Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. Oh, thank God. We're good people. We're good people. That's it. We're good people. We're I mean, has she been running her mouth? Probably. I would like to tell her that nobody thought about her, and I didn't say, and I totally forgot about her. I am not missing her.
You can always Instagram her if she doesn't block you.
Well, I tried. You see the message I left her on YouTube. I never got a response. I'm very upset. I had to. It's like, bitch, I'm talking shit. I'm trying to say it to your face. Please let me do that. Please let me.
Just
Please
come on,
follow up. Answer my goddamn follow up questions at least.
right?
Why do you don't have to have a license to be? Why do you think you cannot be go own a salon and not have a salon license or a hair license? It just bothers me very badly. And again, I feel like we're so like that's so in the past what she did. Like she's such a has at this point. She's a fucking
right. Like she's straight. She went from icon to has been by her own hand. You know how like yes,
on purpose. She knew it. They said, "Don't stop me. I'm not. I'm doing it." You manic fucking weirdo. Okay, because again, I think she believes that Brit. Where's Brit? That Brit fucked.
I haven't seen Brit this season.
Where is Brit? Huh? Brit was Brit in the show this season? This episode?
No, I don't think she was because I was part of it though.
Did you watch it? Or was she in it?
No.
Where's Brit?
Let's see. Wait.
I got to
so Brit was in it because they had the Pampered by Portia thing, and she rode in the car with Kelly and was at the Pampered by Portia event and talked to her husband about he wanted to go meet her sister or something like that.
Oh, okay. I must have thought my name.
I must have not seen that part then.
Well, I also have maybe both of my notes are I have to check a different spot, but you know when Portia's I don't know she's like I said she's I don't know Portia's putting the women in lingerie. Is that what I'm getting out of this? That event was very relaxing apparently. The Pampered by Portia. So you know, like I said, she planned this event. All casts were supposed to be there. It's her bedding line, and I guess she's putting them all in lingerie, and they're going to lay in the beds, which is fine. But they're not getting, I would want to get paid for that. I'm sorry. Are they now ambassadors of her Pampered by Portia?
I don't know.
Yeah. So far, they have been going back and forth on social media.
Okay.
Somebody said, I hope Portia paid them. And no, I hope Portia paid Drew for this advertising because she did start posting pictures of the housewives with the sheets. So when they were doing those poses by the mantle, we didn't notice that there was a bundle of sheets on the freaking mantle. And they were posing next to a freaking bundle of sheets. And she's telling us, and I'm doing this so they can have photos for their loved one, for their, whoever's. And it's totally like they have the sheets like this on the mantle. And they were like that, right? All in their different outfits that she had picked out. Which was similar to, wasn't there a show where somebody picked out all of their outfits and they didn't want to wear them? They're like, oh, I hate this color. That was Dubai.
And
Beverly Hills did that too?
Yeah, when they were going to that, the New Orleans thing.
Right.
And what's her name looked like SpongeBob or whatever they called her. Box Likes or something. Our girl. Yeah, I mean I don't know, mediation. What was it called? I'm not trying to read it. Mediation. Mediation. Okay. I mean, mediation, the Pampered by Portia sheets. I mean, why doesn't she just ask them to be in the goddamn thing and pay them for it? You know what I mean?
Well, okay, that's what I was. So Portia was like,
I'm going to
go. She was at work. So basically, she was paid by production. She was at work. And then Drew was saying, well, if I was at work to be at your Pampered thing, then I was at work at your birthday party too in Nashville. So by that logic,
By that logic, yeah.
so I haven't heard anything else about their back and forth yet. But yeah.
Is it? Should we go to right to social media, or should we do after show? Or
Um, well, only for this episode, I would love to say that I did not agree under
Mhm.
any circumstances with these two women
Okay.
going over to Ralph
Okay. Yeah.
and see the Moldavite film. I didn't agree with them going over to Ralph and partaking of the tearing down of this woman who's in their friend circle,
Mhm.
you know,
It's
and
disgusting.
acting like Drew's more of a liar than Portia. I would say they're neck and neck at
Right.
this point with the lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's well known. So
Yes.
for anybody to try to convince me that Drew's more of a liar than Portia when we've known Portia to be a liar longer than Drew
True. True.
isn't
True.
logical to me because
mm,
obviously by mere time frame, Portia's
Mhm.
been a liar longer to us. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
Like we
That's
just
true.
met Drew, you
Right.
know?
right.
Yes.
So don't try to like blow smoke nowhere because I'm
Right.
not buying it.
No, I mean,
Portia is an issue, and I understand that Shamia was trying to take up for her friend Portia, but the
mm,
friendship has always seemed one-sided. And
yeah.
in recent interviews, Shamia has been very vocal. Hey, Lady Virgo, thanks for popping in. And she's being very vocal about the ways to that she's looking back seeing that Portia really wasn't a friend, but she's still even being gracious now.
I
Like
know.
I still am loving her. I still want
It's
well. Like she was so excited to get wish happy birthday the other day by Portia and gobbled up all of what Portia would give her and
yeah.
even made it like, oh, Portia's just making an excuse, to get to that was her reaching out. That was her trying to make it right, like by,
What?
posting for my birthday. And I'm like, okay, Shamia, I don't know, like maybe it doesn't serve anybody to continue to
No.
be mad. And
True.
I would still, if she was saying to Andy the other day at the WW house,
Oh, watch
uh,
out.
watch what happens
Oh,
live,
I forgot
that
about that.
she
Okay.
needed some reciprocation. She
Ah,
needed some reciprocation, remember, from
um,
Portia. And I'm not sure that we've seen that. A birthday post isn't reciprocation, you
no.
know? And so I would hope that Shamia would honor herself and her level of,
Greatness.
I don't think she has to grovel, but a birthday post isn't it. So I
No.
hope there was something else that was done or something that continues to be done that can show Shamia that her time wasn't wasted being a friend to Portia. You know what I mean?
True.
Because Portia, instead of her like have an episode when she was at one of Angela's houses,
Yeah.
instead of her be like, oh my God, she felt like everybody feels like she's my lapdog. And I wanted her to be on the show so bad. And,
Right.
and it's coming off like this. Oh, damn. But she
Oh, I
didn't
didn't
go
know that.
there. She decided to pull focus from Shamia and cry. Be like,
She
I
pulled the
tried.
tears. She pulled
I
the tears.
tried. She just gets so much. Like, what was she even crying about
She's like,
ultimately?
it's
What
so
is she?
too much. It's too much. It's all too much.
Yes. I'm like,
Like,
what's too
what
much? That she is being called your fucking lapdog?
is.
Yeah, it is too much. But why are you crying about it?
I know. It's like Portia, like your friend. But I do think like it did hurt her. I mean, I don't know. I thought that it hurt her that Shimi was hurt that felt like that, but I could be wrong. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just very like, yeah, you're right. She was very like, oh, no, I don't want her to feel like that.
What's
That's
your
not cool.
business, Palaver? Just what's your business? She said she
Well,
restarted her little business. What
this
is that? Put
has
that
what's
in the
up?
chat. Let's support.
Yeah, please.
Drop your
Why don't you
stuff.
let us know?
Let's support small
Support.
businesses.
Yes, and anybody has a
Yes.
anybody, I welcome anybody's channels in my anybody new or new old whatever. Please
Well,
post
thank you.
all of your stuff in my chat. I'm not one of those people that tells people that
Yes, and on mine also, just drop it there. We'll drop it here.
Isn't
You
it weird?
know,
I don't know. Can somebody tell me what the deal is? Okay, I don't know if this is a real thing or not. It is a real thing, but why is it that other content creators that are bigger than us don't like you to like post your link, or like if you're in the show, why can't you, like, what is the big deal? Oh, don't self-advertise.
Can I answer that
Yes,
question,
please.
Krista?
Yeah.
I think it's because they don't want the spotlight away from them.
But I'm
Yeah.
not. But my spotlight is not true crime. My spotlight is reality TV. But other reality TV creators are way bigger than me anyway. But I've supported them, and I've also supported them for years. A lot of them for years.
Right.
And I feel like, how hard is it to just literally, like, if you see me in there, say, hey, Krista, like I just, is it something because they don't want to be associated with certain people or certain?
That's
Like,
what I think it is. That's what I think it is
yeah,
mostly.
like some of my views, I feel like might not align with like
either.
certain, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of
Yeah,
like, you know,
like, but we're
me
not
and
a
level
fucking.
8. I have
We
a
all.
level 8 point of view, but I
What
do
is
have
show?
like a whole YouTube for my business. It only has like 4 subscribers, but
Right. I just feel like it's fucking ignorant. I'm sorry, it just is. Like they don't have to like our level 8 conspiracy series. We're not a fucking cult.
No,
Planet
we
Earth
don't.
is not a cult. Newsflash:
And,
Planet Earth is not a cult.
and everybody has a right to have their own opinions, even though it's
yes.
Duality with compromise. I'm all about problem solving. I don't want problems to go away, but we need to solve them without being fucking assholes to each other. I just find it really fucked up, and especially with me, like I'm a little person, like I don't have, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It really hurt my feelings. It's been hurting my feelings for years, but. And I always say it. I never know how to say it, but it's like I thought maybe it was because I remember when Adam wouldn't subscribe to me, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? After this long, you what?" Like, and then he's like, "Well, I just don't subscribe to anybody. It's not just you, it's everybody." And I get that part, but like I don't talk about politics, or well, I mean, if I do, I make sure that it's just me, Larja, and maybe 4 or 5 people, and then we, nobody's arguing with us at all. Like nobody's. No,
we're just on here to show our opinions. We all have
but I
different
just like
opinions.
I don't understand that. Like my heart must just be different. Like I don't care if you have a way bigger business than me and you're in reality TV. Please fucking put your channel in there. Like I want everybody to do well. There's enough room for all of us. Hey, how are you?
That's the way YouTube is. We all have a different.
Oh,
we all
hey,
have. There's a
you,
lot of room for. There's a lot of room for a lot of people.
yeah, it's like anybody that has a channel, please. And like largest friend that just came in. I'm Krista MArie, by the way. Reality of Krista MArie. Hi, how are you? Thank you for being our Curvies. I love you guys. I was just saying, if you have a business or anything, please put it in my chat or put it in our chat. I'm like, I just feel like it's rude with other people. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing that it's just, but nobody knows. I mean, nobody knows really what my views are. I mean, I guess they do. Never mind. But they're not bad. They're not that off. Like, sorry that I'm Snow fucking White. Sorry, I was.
Satra Del Rey. Thanks for coming to play. Yes.
Oh, where's Mel? Where is Mel? Have you seen
Yeah,
Mel?
that's Krista MArie. That's Krista MArie. She's hosting us today, Satra Del.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love the
I
fact
don't know. Mel usually comes out to play in the morning. He's East Coast time. I don't see him a lot in the streets,
I'm East
in the
Coast time
evenings,
too.
more in the early morning, afternoons.
That's crazy because he's only right down the street. He's right down the street.
Yeah, you guys can totally meet up.
I tagged him. I said maybe Mel, but all right. So let's get back. What am I missing? Did I get to the end of that? Did we get to the end of the Conic recap thing? I mean,
I think we did. I don't know if you did or not. I think
I was going to go to the after show. That's right.
Okay.
Or watch what happens live. It's almost, oh my God, 3 more days. The other episode's going on. See, I'm just very glad that we're not talking about Kenya. I'd love to see what Kenya has to say this week, though. I mean, probably nothing. I totally forgot about her. That's crazy. I told you, I don't fuck with people that are like, sex shamers and
That's
stuff
what I'm saying.
You want to sex shame people ever since what's his name? Bolo Gate?
Bolo Gate, yeah.
No confessionals happening. What's the matter? Fucking Kenya? Nobody fucking will answer you. She never answered me.
Okay, it's closed, babe. This one is. Did you close my bedroom?
Yeah.
Right on.
Anyway, she never answered me. That's a shame.
Thank you for forgetting Kenya. Exactly.
Exactly. Like
Yes,
I'm
our
so
brains thank
glad.
us too. Not that she
It
was
was
taking up like headspace at all, but the
no,
mere fact that like her energy literally is not missed, and it almost feels like a cloud has been lifted.
yes.
Like the pressure, like there's like
Yeah.
this pressure that's been relieved from her presence being gone. Like,
Well, I don't like
and
to
it's
fuck with
not
people. They're like,
a bad, I'm not saying anything bad about her, time
I
over
am.
there or whatever, but
I
obviously,
am. I am. Listen, she should be happy because, like, like I mean, I forget what I was going to say with that one. Listen, like I didn't not think about it. I totally forgot about her. I didn't think about it to literally just a little while ago. I'm like, oh my god, Kenya was like that's the thing. Like her energy isn't even like
oh, that's okay. I just
it's
want
not
water.
even making us. It wasn't even rememberable. How about that? She
Yeah.
literally see. I need to tell the
That's good.
curvies
I didn't forget
that
all
I haven't fucked with this girl.
Like, can I have the?
She didn't put herself on.
Okay, babe. Can I have my water?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta text George. I need a drink.
Yeah, I gotta get mine refilled too.
Maybe
A drink refill.
Thanks,
but
baby.
I'm enjoying this show, but it does feel a little like it actually does feel not that bad because it was. I thought it was gonna be way heavier than this because of the Kenya stuff, but
Mhm.
I feel like she did she got what she deserved, and I don't think she's missed. I don't think that they should change this cast. I think that we need to give all
Right.
these like they're messy enough that we can have years of content and not have to worry.
Yes.
Let's rebuild it. Let's not just keep. I don't want to run through people. I don't want to have like turnover all the time.
Right.
And we've
I
been
would
doing
give everybody that's currently here,
yeah,
including Portia's lies and
yes,
Drew's
Atlanta.
confusion, I would include everybody right now
Yeah,
again,
I
and
would
at
too.
least let them get their footing, see how they can navigate a second season,
Yeah.
and give them all a second chance at this point, but still without Kenya. Like, I would not insert Kenya because that would change the dynamic and people would start the whole hate thing on Brit. Like, I feel like
Mhm.
hopefully by the end of the season, we might see some alliances with Brit. It looks like her and Kelly are going to end up
So do you think that?
misaligning.
So
Thank you, baby. It looks
I
like
miss
they're going to end up misaligning. And
yeah,
if
yeah.
that happens, I hope she does end up with somebody else. It looks like she's going to navigate towards Portia, and
I
that's going to be good for her.
yeah, and so now with Phaedra coming back, why is it that everybody's always said that Portia and Candy would never film with Phaedra again, but they are? But was that a lie? Because Candy has filmed with her, correct? And Portia's about to. What is the
No, I
deal?
thought it was only like Candy
Oh, maybe it was
was never
Candy.
gonna film with
Yeah,
Phaedra again.
and she said it wasn't her reason for leaving, but I mean, I don't know.
I would like to see Candy come back. I just want to say that.
I also feel like when she said that there wasn't a whole lot of not truth to it, but it was a little bad. It was said pretty fucked up. But I feel like she got it from something, and you know, she just never said it. But I guess it's so old now. The bitch has made herself on what 5 major reality shows. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Me and Larja, I've met Larja like the very beginning, which it was 4 years now. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, with Atlanta, I stopped fucking with Kenya after Bolo Gate. Those windows were sealed tight. We weren't supposed to see anything. We weren't supposed to know anything. That wasn't an us problem. That was a them problem. And like literally, they have this bitch walking out the next morning, running her mouth, going, "This ass was going here. This person's ass was there. This something, this ticket." Because we're like, "Oh, whose ass was that? Whose mouth was that? What room was that? Oh my god, what room did he go to?" And then she's like, "Well, that was Portia's ass. That was Drew's mouth. That was her pussy." I'm like, "Bitch, what are you saying? That she would stop talking." Oh my god, what are you doing? Like it was like it's like for me, it's like snitches like that and like snakes are like the lowest form of humans. Well, there's more than that, but like they're down there. They're way, way down there. Like you can't just fucking like whatever. She lost me there. So every time I've seen her after that, it's like I just don't have any respect for her. And then she did it again with Brit, and that just literally validated what I thought about her. She's just not a girl's girl. I think that had a lot to do with Mark. I think that she thinks that no matter what anybody says, I think she thinks somebody told her Brit and Mark stuff together. Because are you going to lose everything over somebody else's spot because somebody didn't get a spot because your friend? I mean, we've had we've had franchises with like 13 people. Well, like not really, but like 10 ladies. They don't have to just pick or choose. The other ones just weren't fucking good enough. That's the bottom line. They just weren't that. They weren't in yet.
Right.
But we're in on what happened to Brit, so now they fuck themselves. This show's not worth all that. Like, is it really worth you not getting on it because you want to fuck somebody over that you're not even on the show with yet? Min King, whatever her name is, Ming Lee, and whoever else was in on, helping Kenya take herself down. I mean, I don't know. Anybody, Kenya was a huge problem with me, so I'm glad that she's gone. And I like the cast the way it is. I think Angela's nose looks way better. She looks way prettier. I think Kelly was hilarious when she told her how pretty. Was it Kelly? Hey, Pop. Told her how pretty she was or how she was glowing or something. She was like glowing. And I'm like, she's like, oh, Angela, you look so beautiful right now. You're like glowing. I was like, yeah, her nose looks better. She said she got a new nose job and fixed it and she doesn't look like Latoya anymore. And I'm like, oh, so fucking mean. But like, anyway, Angela's becoming a little bit of a I don't know. The thing with why is she trying to get in the middle of Shimmy and Portia? You think it's that she's always in the mess of something. I feel. Oh, 444. We have 444 people.
444.
444.
Yeah,
Wait,
so I agree. We need to give them all grace and give them all a second season.
Yeah.
And it's not like NECA. I don't know if you guys were doing Married to Medicine at all. No, not Married to Medicine, but Real Housewives of Potomac. When that lady NECA came on. And she just came in such a way that you only wanted her one season. It was just something about her where you only wanted one season. And we got it, And wasn't Noella the same over on OC? Was she a one season wonder?
Which one was it?
Or did she get to Noella? Did she get
one
or two
season? One season.
Yeah, so she was a one season wonder. So there have been the occasions where we won a one season. But I don't think any of these ladies are given that. And I want for Brit to overcome this hurdle of these thoughts of dicks in her mouth,
I
know?
I know.
And so Shamia and Kelly were on Shamia's channel. Shamia has a YouTube channel. And they were over on her YouTube channel. And Shamia is hilarious. Shamia said, after Angela was like, yeah, you got stretch marks around your mouth from all that stuff you suck in.
I didn't just laugh.
She ordered some like cocoa butter, basically. She was like,
she did too. She's like, wait, what? Huh? I need some Botox. Yeah, I was like, wait, do I need some Botox? With my around my lip.
I would have took that as a compliment. I would have been like, so okay, at least he's that big. I don't know. I don't see any stretch marks on you, Angela. I would have said something like that,
Yeah.
But
I mean,
some people can't think fast.
I know. And I'm not I can, sometimes I can, but I go from 0 to 100 that when I start to come down, that's when I think about, fuck, man. Like I should just I think about what I should have did. I'm usually in handcuffs by the time I realize what I should have said instead of did. I don't even want to show you my arms right now. My arms are horrible. Oh God.
Yeah, Anne Marie, she was a one season wonder. So so a lot of places have had those one season wonders. And even here on Housewives of Atlanta, I'm positive there are some chicks that have just bounced through that thought they were gonna stick and ended up.
Who was it? Sanjay? Who we never have Ship by Sheree can never come back. We don't want Sheree back. I don't miss Sheree. Sorry guys, if somebody don't miss
don't either.
I don't miss her.
I don't really miss She by Sheree, not at all. What I want to come back besides Nene, of course.
Oh yeah.
But I don't really miss Candy. She hasn't been gone long enough for me to like miss her,
I do.
Who? Who?
Candy
Yeah.
Burrs.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if we can still see Candy though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she's busy making millions on she's busy making millions on who it's called
Yeah.
Broadway.
And her daughter is apparently hates Jay Giudice, which I love. She hates Jay Giudice.
Well, it's not full on hate. It's the girl. She just kind of answered the question, I bet. And
you watched it. You watched it. You watched it. I can't.
yeah,
do
totally. I was like, please, Gia, you're trying to make it a big deal. And I did not appreciate Dolo,
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Dolores. I did not appreciate Black Dolores
Yeah.
acting like Riley was trying to be some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just trying to smooth things over and make it okay for the girls that are going to have to cohabitate and get their coins together. You know what I mean? She could have taken her like, a high road auntie kind of per thing. But instead she was like, oh, that was mean. I was like, Dolo, whoa, Dolo.
She forgets where she's at. We ain't fucking at home. Like, this ain't fucking, we're not in Patterson right now. We're up in New York with the daughter or with the kids. Well, I gotta call them the kids because you're not. Come on, you're not the auntie that's going to beat up people.
Be fostering relationships, not like
Be mature, you Jersey bitch. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Right.
That's why we get a bad rap. And a lot of people in these chats with the Karen Reed stuff, they're like, oh, you talk the Jersey reality show. You guys have such a bad rap. You guys are. I'm like, I fucking know. I know. Unfortunately, I'm not on TV, so you don't have to see me, but you hear my mouth. But it's like, there's no good things. Like, it's all fights everywhere. Every single show that has the name Jersey in it, they fist fought, and we're just a bunch of assholes sometimes. Yeah. But see, this is the thing. I know how not to do that when there's with my nephews and shit. Dude, I'm like the cool aunt. Like, I would never let them fight. I yell at them for fighting. Like, I'd beat the shit out of them for fight. Like, knock it the fuck off. You want to fight? You want to beat each other? I'll beat you. I say, I'll beat you the fuck up. You stop fighting. I'll beat
wrestling. I'm like, you better stop before it turns into something else.
That's your brother. You love your brother. Like, I'm talking about Marine's kids. Like, and Caden sticks up for his kid. Like, it's Caden. There's 4 of them now under the age of fucking 10. So, But my other nephews, like, I could never. And then even the ones that are in their 20s, just like on Karen Reed's trial, I would never do coke with my boyfriend's aunt. I can't do it. I just can't. Oh my gosh. It's like the whole thing. That's part of the backstory. And so, they weren't fucking planning a murder if they're planning a coke party, because you're looking for the 1-inch police the whole night. If this happens, the 1-inch police has to be dead on your lawn next morning. Trust me, if that happened to me, I would never do cocaine again. My first time, imagine your crazy aunt doing cocaine with your crazy aunt. Your boyfriend's crazy aunt. And then, like, the 1-inch police ends up dead on your lawn. You know who the 1-inch police are, right? So when people look, like, when cokeheads always stare at the door at the bottom thing, they wait for the police. And I said, what do you wait for? We said the 1-inch police coming through. So when I say the 1-inch police, I mean the cops that you're looking when you're trying to fucking all cooked out. Like, oh my God, I don't paranoid.
Yeah.
And peeking. Well, they were doing that. So none of them saw a dead fucking cop on the lawn now. They're all peeking.
Right. Like, it's like.
It's such a fucking mind fuck, this goddamn trial. This case is a fucking mind fuck.
I can't even believe, like, with all the stuff they discovered in the first one, that
they would do it again.
Is still this amount of Keystone copping going on. Well, remember the Keystone cops back in the day? They were kind of like the cops that were like took a long time to get. They were fumble over themselves, and they would do a lot of running around. The Keystone cops, and
Dustin's very cute.
Yeah,
thank you. But these fuckers, man, it's a gang. So they've all been in about 30 years. They're all in there, right? So they've been a long time. One of them, the one Brian Albert, the one in the home, he was on that show, one of the reality shows that had to do with fuck, I forget what he did. It was a cop show, and then the other one was the head of the gang unit. They were all in their fucking 50s. And I know that they didn't intend for that to happen, but John did not wake up and they didn't call 911. And then they stuck him out. And then they not only murdered him, they let him die. They left him out in the cold. They framed somebody, covered it up, and then framed somebody. And the Commonwealth all believe. And at this point, I don't know how Brennan, who was the prosecutor, I don't know how anybody on the prosecution side believes a fucking word of what they're saying. It's impossible. They've had 4 fucking great. They've led under oath now 4 times, 2 trials, 4 grand jury or 2 grand juries. All different stories. They don't lie to the grand jury, but they lie to them. It's just the wildest thing ever. This poor chick has MS. She hasn't been able to grieve her husband, her dude. It's like her car was never in an accident. They planted evidence. It's on camera. How in the motherfuck? I lost 5 days of vacation. This one guy. The other guy lost his job, but the other guy lost 5 days vacation. Leaf blowers and solo cups collecting evidence at a crime scene. That wasn't even a damn. That was not the wind. The snow was blowing so hard that we couldn't keep the caution tape up. And then they have a video of the fucking dash cam, and there's no snow. It's like flurry and still. It's the wildest thing I've ever heard. And I hope the feds are still watching, because in my opinion, if they have some text messages, they have all text messages. They've extracted every phone.
Right.
But anyway, I keep going into this. I keep talk about it. I cannot wait to get off of here one later and talk about and go fucking find out what happened today, because I don't know what happened at all. I don't want no spoilers, because I feel like I don't. They're having town hall meetings because of how pissed off the Commonwealth the people are. Like, and I really want to get into that other case that's going on, that bullshit of a fucking case. The feds that fucking lie to us about shit they don't have. And
what case is that?
Who the fuck do you think? The ones on trial right now. Such a big deal. How much money content did they get out of this? Out of the lies the feds told us? They had kitty on tunnels and kids and A-list celebrities and videotapes everywhere. And there's GHB in the baby oil. Come to find out, no, there isn't. You liars.
Oh, you're talking about Didi, ain't you?
Yeah. They had a press conference, and they went down the line of the things they were charging him with and what they had as evidence. And now I said, guess what? They probably only have Cassie. I said, just because you see them carrying a bunch of shit out of the house doesn't mean it's evidence. They're looking through it for evidence. They don't. Just because you see 10 phones and 10 computers and 10 or 20,000 tapes, you really think that it's not? Everybody's like, oh, look at all the evidence. That's not evidence. That's just shit they're kicking out of the house to go look for. You know what I mean? Maybe EJ heard of the story made up or something. EJ makes up everything. There was the great Pasadena snowstorm of 2019. But there's no record of the accident. There's no cops came to help the guy. There's no record of Tom going down a hill. We know that he was down the hill. He's 98 years old, 30 times down the hill, unconscious for 13 hours. And this bitch is like, oh, he just broke his leg. Police tell the cops. We don't know where the tow truck driver is, how to get his car out. You mean to tell me that bitch wasn't trying to make him die? Like, oh, I hope he died. She probably hoped he died that night. He was unconscious for a long time. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm awake. Call me. I'm at a cliff. Hey, Eric, I'm on a cliff. I'm down a cliff. I'm like, that's how that went. Jesus. Yeah. Just like Dorito. I would love to be the fly on the wall when that bitch has got a gun to her head saying, I'm going to unalive you. And then 5 minutes they're begging for her cell phone. In what world are you that stupid to beg somebody that had a gun to your head, allegedly had a gun to your head, to beg for your cell phone? And he's like, okay, I just told you I was going to murder you, but I guess, yeah, okay, I'll even let it light up in 15 minutes so you know where it is. Yeah, are you fucking people crazy? Like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm just glass half empty, but like, the shit that's happened in Boston is just showing me that I am not. My dad's been right our whole lives. Like, the government, they're all fucked. And right now we're on the most benevolent timeline, and we're on the new earth, and everything's getting exposed, which I think is amazing. I don't think that Diddy is I think he's a horrible person. I think he's a murderer. I think that he's an abuser. But that's not what they're charging him with, and that's pissing me the fuck off. You said you had on him. You said that you're going to get him. You said you had proof, and you got poor Cassie up there reliving this traumatization, and pregnant, having to talk about everything that she did and everything he did there. And we don't care. We care, but this is not an us problem. That's a you guys problem. That's your relationship, and she's pregnant and she's traumatized. And why are you going to ask a jury to believe her if she's telling you everything she did with him?
And let me say this. Yeah. I don't think she should have been put on the stand. No. I don't think she should have been. I don't think she should have been put on the stand because she's 8 months pregnant, and I don't think that she had no responsibility to be put on the stand, especially when she's pregnant.
Thank you.
Because she can go into labor right there on the pregnancy.
Yep. When you need a witness,
remembering all of that, the stress and everything.
Yeah, but and they're only allowed to do this because he paid her. That's how they're allowed to charge him with this. That's how she can be a witness. They have to believe her because he paid her. But guess what? The jury's going to be like, wait a minute, you told us. We were told that there's supposed to be like, I'm sorry, videos.
You're not. How do you have the right to put her on the stand?
Well, they do, but it's not right. I hope that the jury thinks that, like,
I know,
you know,
but what I wasn't I'm not done what I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say was they don't have any right to put her on the stand because she's 8 months pregnant and she could go into labor. What are they gonna do if she goes into labor? Then they're gonna take her to the hospital. Then she should have even been put on. That stress can cause you to go into labor. Now don't put her on the stand. That's my opinion about that.
And guess what? And everybody that's watching is not as sympathetic as they thought they would be. As they thought that that the feds thought that we would be. Not me personally. Look, yeah, we know he abused you, and it's fucked up, and we see it on camera, but he didn't get charged with that fucking piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, yes. Did he probably kick Cuddy's car? Yes. But he is not being charged with that. Where the fuck is the proof? Don't fuck with
me. We need the proof to what he's just so we can get it over with and make it stick.
Get him out of here.
If you're wasting time with irrelevant points, then you're wasting time with irrelevant points. And that's going to confuse the jury and it might give them cause to pause. Whereas if you get to the proof you have about why he's a RICO by himself, and all the things you said that Cassie already got paid. Why are we talking about it? Cassie already got paid.
She's going for everything.
Yep. I don't know unless it had okay, wait. So my LA law is coming back.
Okay.
So they could have had Cassie, who's already won a lawsuit against one in as much as received a settlement from Diddy on behalf of her trauma and injuries, right? So they use her testimony as an injured party on record, proven in a court, saw to it. She got settled. So now you bring her in. She's basically an expert witness, you guys. And so now you're bringing her in to say, oh, this happened. This person was there. This is what we did. So now you can introduce those things into evidence and introduce those ideas into the jury's mind. And now, hopefully, this is all we'll hear from her. And what will be next, based on the episodes of LA Law I saw, what will be next is they'll bring in people who she's mentioned and they'll dig deeper into the things that she said that didn't have to do with abuse. So like if Britney Spears was there, do we need to talk to Britney Spears? If Kim Kardashian was there, do we need to talk to Kim Kardashian? If you know what I'm saying? So now you as an expert who's been paid by the court, because you're a proven telling the truth person. Maybe that's why they brought her.
I understand that, but why do you need her to if you're charging him with them things, why do you introduce those people? They should have already been served and on a witness list. They should have had Cassie. She should have already told all them everything she knows. So they should have reached out to these people and said, hey, you're being alleged to do this. We're going to introduce your, the abuse. The abuse is he's not being. How can I get you up? I can't get her up. How are you going to? Why can't I get you up, Allie? Oh, is she on your side, Larja?
No, she's not on my side.
I think she is.
I can't see her.
You can't. Hold on. It says Ellie authenticated, edit name. I won't let you up. I don't have a thing to let you up. Do me a favor,
my
Ellie.
Side only says I have a thing that says present, but there's nobody to present. And then it says you're in the show.
Ellie, can you come back?
I did post the link on my side.
Yeah, she called from your side, I think. It should be the same thing, but I don't have a box to let her up. It says, okay, yeah, come back in, Allie, and see or try to do it from I don't know if it matters, but I'll just put the link up again and see if it matters.
Yeah, you might have to come to
my chat. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not hosting this.
Sorry.
Because it's not this referral link, is it? Now streaming. No, that's something else. I don't want to post that.
I just posted it again. If she clicks that way, it should come into mine. And you'll still be in larger chat. Like everything's still the same, but
yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think that there's too much that the ladies could do better. Honestly, I feel
Right.
like we're getting fashion, we're getting fun, we're getting a lot of things. Even the
Yes.
stuff I don't like about Portia's Thoughtlandia,
Yeah.
and being, so over the top because she's desperate for a storyline. I don't
Yeah.
even mind that so much. I mean, she's literally struggling. And that's what I decided is happening with her. She's struggling so bad because she can't talk. She can't film about it. She can't film where she wants to film. She can't drive
She
where she wants to drive. She has to keep
oh,
filming at her old house. You know what
listen,
I'm saying?
I know, but she's not letting us see Diane's boyfriend. I need to see Diane's boy toy.
Yeah,
Like
let's
you
see
had
if
so
she
much
does
fun
she
with her.
yeah. I don't know. If she would let that happen.
Well,
Maybe she doesn't have it.
I'm tired of hearing how my love time and he doesn't talk to me. He doesn't want to talk to me. Well, because you left his ass. You said I ain't sticking by you through thick and thin. Bitch, you knew about it. Well, we need to legally separate for financial reasons. Bitch, you should have fucking known. Like I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's their conversation. That's the way he's looking
I
at it.
Hey Allie. I also
Hey,
thought Mia had a
Hey,
point
Allie.
about
hey,
being
how you guys
upset
doing today?
at how they
Doing good.
brought
How
it
are you?
back to
I'm doing good.
them at the
So what are
party.
your thoughts? What are your thoughts, love?
Which was well, because
Everything. All of it.
see,
Portia.
sorry I
Stop
was
the
late. I
answer.
was on, and thanks Kurt for getting me on attorney Simone's channel. Oh
Okay.
my good, she is
Isn't she
so
great?
good.
Who?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Whose
I
channel?
was trying to get caught up with the Diddy case. So I was watching this thing whole day because they were coming in live through
Yes.
Twitter, and she
Yeah.
was going into the details and some of the things like you guys were talking about, like why would they have Cassie
Mm-hmm.
being big and pregnant? But the whole point for her to be on the stand to make Diddy look even more worse.
He
Because
doesn't
think
need.
about it,
I
when
think they
you
need
hear
the
yeah, because
videos
when you hear
enough.
all the stuff that Cassie went through and you see her pregnant with a baby, it just kind of really magnifies how disgusting what Diddy did. I mean, even now I forgot who's on the stand. I guess her name is Dee or something like that.
Who is
She used to
she?
be on Make of the Band, and she just testified saying she saw Diddy take a hot skillet and hit Cassie with it and then drug her up the stairs. I mean, this man is demented.
Then
Oh
charge
my
him with
God.
it. Then
It's
charge him with
it's
it.
just crazy how,
He is. He's all that. But unfortunately, they're not charging him with it, and it's fucking bullshit.
they
They
well
lied.
they're doing the Regal case and they look like they're building up. So one thing they build up is
I hope
the
so.
the ST, and they're trying to build up like kidnapping. So this is like 8 weeks long. So this is
Where's all
I
just
thought
the
only
it,
one
wait a
week.
minute. I thought it was 10 weeks, but I might be wrong.
where's all
Please.
It
the
could
evidence
be
they told her?
10 weeks, 8 weeks, but this is just week one. And they got a lot of other evidence. They got a lot
They have
of
evidence,
other, yeah, lots of evidence,
like
lots
videos
of
and shit.
video. They said they just had a investigator that came out when they went into raiding, when they
Yeah,
arrested Diddy in the hotel. They
yeah.
just confirmed how they found the money, they found substance, they found the
Okay.
baby oil,
They did.
you know, all of that. They're just building the case. I think it's going to be something
Build the
long and
case.
drag out, like with
The case should be built.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, where it just took so many weeks. But by the time you get to the end of the case, everything starts wrapping up and everything starts making sense. So this is like you.
I hope so, Alex.
This is a marathon. You gotta
I
you
mean,
can't.
listen.
Yeah,
I
it's a
feel like
marathon.
they lied to us. They told us they had all this evidence, right? They don't
Yeah,
think
but it's only
they
1 week. Yeah, I can understand. I can
no, but
stand
his
frustration.
lawyer said there's no videos. That
Oh,
chick, the
there's
lawyer
video. Oh, yeah, there's
of
video.
A-list celebrities and kitty stuff.
Now, I don't know about the A-list
Because
celebrities, but there is
orgies are not
video.
illegal. Orgies are not illegal. Sex is
Well,
not illegal.
the issue is that they're arguing about the videos being showed with, I think they're going to show the videos. For what I understand, they're going to show the videos, but not to the public. And the media is suing to say, hey, at least make the three legendary media see the videos. But the juries are going to see the videos.
Of
They're
the
going to see it.
so who what are the videos of him
We
and
don't
Cass?
know yet. They haven't showed it yet. It's just only the first week.
Does it have
They
anything to
haven't
do
they
with
have they
casting?
haven't got to that part yet. And I think the reason why is because I think the 3 legendary networks, the
Yeah.
news networks are suing to try to see the videos.
Well, I mean, because I think they
Because
don't believe
they
it.
want to see it so that because there's no case, but they want to be able to
Right.
report on it.
Thank you.
So that's slowing it down. But there's tons of video because they found like drives and everything because he used the videos of Cassie to allegedly blackmail her to keep her quiet.
Well, then charge her with it. Charge him with it then.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
I like I said, it's
And
only one week.
I know. All right. I'll give it.
It's
I'll
like
give it.
it's like when we watch
She's
Housewives.
yeah.
We can't go on episode one. We have to wait till like halfway through
Okay.
the mid season to start like really making a decision. So I'm here for the long marathon. Then I start making more of my mind.
Do
But I
you feel
think Cassie did really good. I mean, I know it's hard to have her
it's
on
hard?
there, but for being 8 months pregnant and was on that stand, that was really. I know that had to be hard because I
Is
couldn't
she
do it.
done? Is she done?
Oh yeah,
Um,
she's done. She finished today.
okay. So good. And she's okay. She's off the stink because I feel
Oh
like
yeah, she
she
did
went through
4 days. She's
everything.
off the stand. Her husband was sent a really good message for her, how she's really strong. It really went good for her.
And I do
Even
think,
doing a cross examination,
oh
they
yeah.
didn't go as hard as they should because the defense didn't want to go too hard. Because if
And
you went too hard on Cassie being big and pregnant, they're gonna be like, okay, now you're just bullying the woman. So
right.
it was a really touch and go. This is definitely in a legal sense when you talk about being a lawyer really are is testing their talents as lawyers, you know. But
And
I'm in it for the mess.
mhm.
No,
I am
I'm in,
in it
now
for the
listen,
mess.
will you, I want you to educate me on it because I'm knee deep in Karen Reed and you'll be in Diddy because like I don't really understand it. And if so, if you're watching it and you know,
Yeah.
like you're
So
knowing what's going
what I
on, you can
understand
bring
for
me
a RICO case, what I understand what Attorney Simone was explaining is you only need to have two crimes to commit for RICO, and one of them was the ST. I don't want to get you
yeah.
demonetized. And the
As
second one would maybe be kidnapping because apparently D, who's testifying now, was
mhm.
locked in a car and her father had to help her get out. That would be because to her, the attorney was saying that could be kidnapping, and then that's all they need for RICO. Everything else is just showing. I think that also too they talk about how the what there was a term is the establishment. How did he use the establishment, all these workers, all these people to help him get away with it? Because one thing is she got not only she sued Diddy, she sued that hotel, that video where the hotel where she got
oh, she gets more money
oh
for
yeah,
him.
she got 10 million. It was confirmed today that she
Good.
sued
Good.
them and got 10 million from them. And it was confirmed today when she was leaving the stand.
Now, are you worried about her well being, by her safety or anything?
I don't think so. I think like when she was there, they allow her to take as many breaks as she needed, right?
Yeah.
They were really hard. It's hard to tell because everything is through they were
Twitter.
tweeting it. They were tweeting it
Yeah.
like a transcript.
Yeah.
But she did 4 days. But I think that, you know, right
That's
now, I think she should be okay. This was the I think the first day, the first 2 days were the hardest. When she got to least last 2 days, her answers were very quick and precise. I think she got to a part where like I am not afraid of this man anymore.
good.
This is what happened. She you could tell with her answers she was very strong about it. So
Do you think the jury looked at her like they look? Because I was afraid that jury's going to look at her like they look at him like, well, you did it with him. Like you did all these things with him, so
it
how can we
it
believe?
it's hard to tell because there were some parts of her testimony that makes you be like, "Ooh, especially when they're doing the text messages of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things she said. It it really was, but I think what the issue was she established more is when it came with the S workers and the ST. She established that. Now,
good.
what she also established is DV because that was definitely established. They're not charging
Okay.
him for it,
Oh yeah,
but
that's what.
I think it's a character. I think it's like a character development. If
Yes.
this man could do this thing to this woman, of course he will do these other things too. This is not a good person. So her testimony was to prove one part of Rico and then to prove how terrible this man is, where he has so much power, so much
Yeah.
people working for him. he has no morals, etc., etc., etc. That of course he did it. It's like almost like
But,
slandering his character. Now, yes, you could argue why she did it for how long.
well, yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
say for me, and
I was I was
I'm
in
gonna
for
jump.
20 years.
I will say if you're with this man from 19, 20, 21 years old for 11 years, he is a big time producer, super celebrity, super ooper duper rich, has made so many people's careers, and you're trying to get into this world. He is giving you trips, shopping sprees, probably putting you into a condo, just expose you to this lifestyle, and then he decides to be in a relationship with
And
you,
she
and
loved
then trying to
him.
coerce you that you could be from my side chick to my main chick, and all these mental games that these men play.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, there was some part she was willing to do it, but then you could see some
She
part where
wanted
she was
Jason. She
coerced to
said,
do it.
"I want to just
It's
be with him."
complicated
Yeah, I get it.
because
Look,
yeah.
Dad, I'm sorry.
But
I heard she
I
loved
think the
him.
fame, the money, and and wanting to be the relationship was what he used to coerce
Yes,
her. She could
yes,
have left, but it's
she loved him.
coulda, coulda, shoulda. It's
Right.
hard when, especially when you're young and you got
Right.
all of this given to you. It's like putting a kid
I get it. I
in a
get
It's
it.
like
candy
she
shop
could have
and a toy shop and
also,
say, "Don't touch nothing."
Right.
it's like she could have, but she had already let him shit on her and let
Oh
Did
that
she?
my
other guy
god!
pee in her mouth. So she
Oh, I
was
didn't
like,
hear that
well,
part. I
Oh,
didn't
why
hear
that
would I
is
that.
leave
bad.
now? Like,
Yeah.
like she had a lot
Whoa.
of, she
Wait a
had
minute.
endured a lot. So like
I'm
maybe
sorry.
there
What?
was also
And,
part of
And
her that was
and
like,
then and
I've
then
been
he
through so
has
much.
video, and he has video of it, and then he threatens to release it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
terrible. Oh my
Right.
goodness. She said the
Okay.
things we lasted like 4 days long. Can you imagine four
I
days
mean,
long? I can't.
no, I can't even imagine it in 2 hours, 3 hours only. I
And
mean,
then
look,
she said she was drugged up. She said she had to be drugged up just to get through it. It's
I would have to be too.
terrible. Yes. It's
And I want.
Did
Oh,
she
go
become an
ahead. Go
addict like
ahead.
him, or
she had to go in and out of rehab because of it.
it's so fucked up, man?
Right.
That's
Right.
why I did like. Why do they need her to even be a part of this? Like, I know
But
people
the thing is, I know it's hard, but it is like I said, established it's begin to establish a pattern on
the
how he
foundation.
does things because people could go back and forth, but if you are in the part of the jury and you see that this is what he did to this man, to this
Right.
woman, you see what I'm saying?
So
What
he's
is he
charged.
not? But I always say I never really was a big fan of Diddy for way back in
Me neither.
after
Yeah.
Biggie. I always said that like I never trusted him like a can of milk. I never trusted Diddy from Gary. So none of this surprised me at all. I always felt like he thought he was bigger than life. He thought he could never get away with nothing.
Uh-huh.
This
I
shocked
get it.
me
I think he's
zero.
a murderer. I think that he did kick Buddy's car. I think all of that.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need the charge. I'm a big believer of, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Yeah.
Don't tell them. I mean, like, it's fucked up, and I think he belongs in jail. But I think if they can't get him on any of this, you're wasting everybody's goddamn time. Like, and it's
But
just.
to me, I think
I hope they.
it's you waste everybody's time. But what is worse, trying or not doing nothing at all? It's better they did try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
did all this stuff versus, well, we don't really have any. I mean, they did got enough evidence. It really comes down to the juries. I think the
I
lawyers, especially the prosecutors, got to do their job to bring it on
So, okay,
home.
wait, wait,
That
wait.
was one of the
So you're
critiques.
saying that they've introduced evidence of RICO, not
Mm-hmm.
of abuse,
Mm-hmm.
not of what he already settled for with
Yes.
Cassie. They've
Yes.
if they
entered
made her competent.
evidence
So.
Yes.
of a charge of him as a co-conspirator or something like
But
that in
it's only
some
him
kind
so
of.
far, and they're showing
Why is it only him?
the ST, the ST with the S workers. So that was one part of RICO.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they want, I guess, with the thing with Cassie, they're trying to paint him because
Right.
Diddy is
I
this
get it.
big celebrity, everybody love him. You got to make him see the monster at he is, and I think that's what also Cassie part is to play.
All of see,
Don't get distracted with the glitzer glam of Puff Daddy. See
right.
how disgusting Sean Combs is.
But
And
that,
then you
listen,
go into it. Because like I said, this next
I
witness,
don't
I
feel like
forgot her name is Dee.
character. I
Hmm,
don't feel like character
Is it is illegal?
It's
is
not,
proof.
it's there,
Right.
but
What I
character
mean,
development also plays a good part when, seeing a pattern of habits, seeing all the things that
true.
he's been doing,
But
that does
well,
help.
but has he been doing it, or is it just hearsay?
No, it's not hearsay. They have do it. They got evidence. I mean, they found a man with $9,000, a whole bunch of lube, a whole bunch of substance when they was ready to arrest him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have one more
Um,
last freak off."
Not illegal
wasn't
though.
there just some
They
widely
didn't even charge him with the
televised?
damn drugs. Why didn't they charge him with the damn drugs they found in his hotel room? By the way,
Because I'm thinking that, you know why I think, because I think the guy who was
fucking, that's
actually
a
his
good way to.
dealer is
That's
probably
right
going to
here.
testify against him. That's why
No,
now they're charging, because technically it's complicated. But they like I said, it's the first week. It's the
No,
first week,
wasn't
and D
there
but
is
a
he's
on. I
rapper?
think next
his.
week
There
is the
was
one
some
I
kind
want
of
to know,
rapper
because D's
named
on the stand, and I
Young.
know she's going to lay it down real good.
But they have to.
It's
There
only
was
week
some
one.
rapper
It's only week
recently
one, and this is a long
that
court case.
had a RICO charge in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, and he
Yes,
was widely televised, and he
Yeah.
ended up winning. They ended up having to drop his RICO charge. Like his lawyer was brilliant.
I want to
And
know why.
because they missed the mark. They were trying to get
Hmm.
him on things that didn't have to do with what they were in court for. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what Krista and I are pointing out
And
is
that's
just
It's all hearsay,
the
man.
logical approach of
Yes.
introducing evidence day one, introducing proof day one, so that anything they do say, in addition to the proof I introduced to you on day one, here's Cassie. In addition to the proof I introduced to you on day one and the evidence, here's Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Instead of here's Cassie, and later on we're going to show you some evidence about why we're bringing this, and like you said,
Why though? It's
it's
again
like,
why.
yeah, because remember they did have the S workers already testifying already and proving that they did
It's
do
not
that
true.
transaction and transport them to different places. Cassie did say, yeah, these are the guys that were paid, the S workers,
Mm.
and this is what they did, and these are the cities they went, which is considered the one
they're setting
part.
it up for the feds. Oh,
Yes, they
yeah.
did that part
Okay.
this week. So it wasn't just
Okay.
Cassie. They did that part this week, and now, like I said, Dee, I think that's her name. She was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the band season 3. She
Yeah.
just went on the stands like the last 30 minutes
She's
of
been
before
saying
they
that shit
called
for
it.
years, though.
Yeah,
And
Is
and
the
the
other
interesting
girl
thing, they were
Aubrey
trying to not
O'Day
make her
gonna?
testify. The
Did
defense was trying.
Aubrey testify also? Did the
No,
Aubrey girl testify today too?
who's Aubrey?
Aubrey
The
O'Day
other girl,
from
Vanity,
the
is
Vanity Kane chick.
I don't
yeah.
think so. I
I
think
thought,
her name is D. Something D. Because it's
oh,
only just Cassie, and I
So
know
where's
D just
Gene Deal?
testified.
Where's all the people that were with him? Where's all his bodyguards? Where's all the people that were there when he did all this shit? Where are they at? Where? Let's get some people that weren't doing this with him.
Yeah.
Because
They, like I said, the D lady, she's just got on. And what was interesting is the defense literally said at 3:30, we object to her to be in the West witness, trying to get her off. And then the judge is like, are you kidding me? It's 3:30. Why are you just telling me to get this witness off? And she's coming through the door. So,
that's fine.
the prosecutor had to rush to get her on the stand before the weekend, so the defense don't have the weekend to go do the proper motion to make her not testify. It was really like cutting close. So whatever D was about to testify, the defense
Yeah.
was trying not to make her testify, but it's already too late. She's on the stand.
This is a federal case, right?
Yeah.
I get. I'm so used to regular. Like I'm used to, the criminal stuff. It's not the Fed stuff, but so I guess it runs a little bit different. But
Mhm.
but they have a 98% conviction rate. I'm
Mhm.
assuming that they know what they're doing. Oh, hey, Dad. Dad's here. Hey,
Yeah.
Dad.
I mean, and like I said, it's like 8 to
But
10 weeks. It's a long case. So, and this is being the first week, and they're
yeah,
trying to establish it. And they wanted to get Cassie gone. So, after
right.
this, she's not coming back. So,
Yeah, yeah, she needs to go home
everybody
and
else,
forget all about
that's where
this.
you're going to get the real tea. That's where you're going to get really all the meats, the potato, the sides, the green.
Yeah.
But to me, what I don't understand is
Okay.
why. Diddy thinks it was a wonderful idea to have his young 18, 19-year-old daughters to be in the case. I mean, why
What?
is they watching this court case when all of this going on?
Wait. They're in the courtroom, you mean?
Yes.
I mean, that's probably up to them, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on. It
I
wasn't
know. I get it.
it was
I
crazy
get
because
it.
I remember Karen Hooger was going through her DUI. Her
Oh,
grown children wasn't there.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
to me,
shit.
and anytime he do stuff, he only do it for his own benefit. He could have had his older kids. You don't need your 18, 19-year-old daughters to be in no case with all this. I mean, when I talk about them, when they talk about them, what happened between those freakouts, you don't need your young daughters to be there. I know they're adults, but still, have some class. And I think he was gaslighting all the way, trying to make himself look. I'm such a great dad. Stop it. Stop
None of
it.
that matters, though.
Stop
Like,
it.
think about it. None of that's going to matter. There's so much information. There's so much stuff said about him in the last year and a half on social media. The jury's already tainted, right?
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
they're just. You don't think they're tainted by every?
No,
No. So then they're
because
gonna. But then
yeah,
they're
they
just gonna have
picked
to go by facts. Then they're gonna have to
yeah,
go
because
by.
they got like I think 16 people. One of them is like a neurologist, a massage. It's really blended, and New York is such a big city,
Yeah.
and you'd be surprised how many people don't like the juries. A lot of them don't even know who Diddy is and Puff
It's
Daddy
true.
is this big. So which is it's not surprising. Not everybody follows hip hop like that,
I
even
mean,
though he's super big. But you
that's
are some people that are
really
just that
interesting.
like bewildered. I don't think they're that tainted.
Did they do opening statements and all? Like, is what they were
Oh
going to
yeah, they finished the opening statements
to watch.
already.
Oh yeah, I have to
Yeah.
check it. Now that they stay, I mean, so
And you
they
remember when you're not gonna watch it like television because the
right.
Southern District Court don't do cameras, so you have
I,
to just go and find like I think the best one is crime and law and crime if you want a condensed
yes,
version
yes, yes.
to get
I
caught
saw
up
that.
because they will kind of give it at but I wouldn't I
And can I say a shout out to Pascal Pascal show because I've been watching it on Pascal show. He's
mm,
been doing a great job. So
Oh, see, I would, I would see, I would, I mean, I'm so obsessed with the Karen Reed case right now. So I
yeah
was, so like, I haven't been watching the Diddy one, but I saw there was like a really good Twitter feed with the Diddy stuff and Karen's trial. Like somebody, man, people are not. They're like in the courtroom and they're like, this person just walked up. I'm like, this is amazing. They're telling us everything that's going on.
I I
I'm just
just
having
hope
a hard
that it
time with being a juror. If you're opening statements, all right. So I know what I'm going to be. I'm going to look at the evidence. But I mean, did opening statements did they say we're going to have Cassie explain all her abuse? I'm just
I I
misinformed at the
mean,
moment. You know.
what they did for her mostly is have her read the messages between her and Diddy, and they went into some of it.
Yeah.
But if what I remember, it was like deep, deep, deep down. I
Yeah.
don't think they made her watch the videos, but I do know eventually the jury is going to watch those videos. But at that time, Kathy's going to be gone.
I really do feel like too the jury's gonna be like, why are we showing us this? I mean, I get it. They're sex
I don't
parties.
know.
But are the guys on
But
there going? I don't do this.
maybe the
I don't
videos,
do
but
this.
maybe the videos got some people because they're trying to name drop people every so often when they do some testimony. They're trying to name drop people. That's one thing they did
So
too.
okay, let me ask you a question. If they start saying I saw him do this with this person, then that person has to come in as a witness, right? Can they enter? Because isn't the jury going to want to go? Well, I want to talk to that. I want to see that person's.
I one thing I wish I could see who's that who the list of people they want for witnesses. I would love to see who's on that
It
list.
might be public. It might be public.
Yeah.
There might be a way to get it because I have the Karen Reed one. I don't have. Somebody sent it to me. Charles Boy sent it to me.
Because allegedly, according to Attorney Simone, they think that at one point they were thinking that Cassie's husband might be considered on the list of witnesses.
How
That would
about
be so messy.
what's his name? I'll be sure. He'd be a
I
great
don't
witness, I
remember.
think.
I don't remember. But that one reason I put remember Cassie's husband because Cassie's husband was the like a personal trainer, and
Um,
Attorney Simone think that the defense, which is Diddy, might want to pull him for a witness. And like I said, that if they did that, that is so messy.
Why aren't they calling like his bodyguards, Gene Deal, like all the people that said they saw this stuff? Gene Deal.
See, that's the thing. I think that's her name is D. I just know she's on the Thursday of Making It Bad.
Right.
She saw it and she just got on the witness stand like the last 30 minutes before they call it quits for the weekend.
She saw like freak offs though. Like, I mean, Gene Deal had to have seen freak offs.
I definitely know she saw what she did. I think she saw the freak, and I think she was I don't think she was in it, but she knew about it. She definitely knew about it.
But guess what, Allie? We all know about it.
But I mean, like, before we knew about it, like she knew about them freak offs.
It's like almost like I feel like they're gonna pull Jag up there, and it's gonna be like they can pull as many people as they want. I really feel like they need the feds are smart in this, and I guess I'm gonna.
But I can see with these, I think they getting her because there was like 5 witnesses. Her might be for the second part of the RICO, which is kidnapping. Because if you do kidnapping plus ST, that's RICO. And what he did was she trapped her in the car, wouldn't let her go out, and Dee's father had to come and get her out. So I think she has to be there so that way they could finally establish that RICO, and then they could just keep going. And like I said, for the defense wanted to wait like an hour before case was supposed to be done for the weekend, and they said we don't want this witness, we object to this witness, and the judge was like, "Are you kidding me? No, you should have been said this months ago." That lets me know her testimony is 10 times more important than Cassie's, because they were trying to wait that last minute not to get her to testify. They're nervous about her testimony. That's how I see it.
Yeah. You know. I mean, I hope that they convict him on what they've charged him with, or not. If not, where he's going to be a monster out in the streets again. And he's going to be like, he didn't show us proof of anything. We can't convict him. The jury
have to hope. Yeah, but we have to hope. I think her name is Jess or something like that. We have to hope she shows up to testify. She is on the docket to testify, and it's like, for what I'm hearing, they don't know where she at. They trying to get her. They're trying to find where she at to get her to testify.
She probably doesn't want to freaking get up there and deal with it, because I don't think he believe he's going to be convicted. I think
and that's the testimony they need the most of all. They need her testimony more than anything. And without her testimony, and even if they did find her, with the fact that they don't know where she is, if they do find her, you have to worry, because is she going to talk, or is she going to plead the fifth and say and don't want to say nothing? That's going to ruin the prosecution case right there.
Who is Jess to the case? Who is she to the case?
Yeah, how is she the biggest part of the case? That's crazy.
Yeah, she's like the witness for the prosecution.
They need to come up with some other shit, because this is ridiculous.
And she decided to start being missing.
I feel like
that's the girl who was in the hotel room with him. Or
I think so. I think she's the other one. Yes, that's right. Now, thank you. She was going out with Diddy the same time with Cass. She was the other one.
Man. So I guess people see, like, I'm also pissed off about the Shannon Sharp thing. Look, me and my husband do BDSM too. I could my husband raped me and I could prove it. I could, you know what I mean? It's not true, but I mean, people have sex lives that are fucked up in BDSM. Other people don't agree with it. You video, it's stupid. But to turn on somebody all of a sudden and be like, oh, all of a sudden I don't like it anymore. It's fucked up. I mean, yeah, Cassie went through a lot, but listen, a lot of people have a lot of people don't get $30 million because they were.
And the interesting thing too, for what I heard, right? Because the defense said that when Cassie got the settlement from P. Diddy, right, the $20 million, I think the next few weeks, like maybe 2-3 weeks after, her lawyer sent all of that to the feds.
The money.
Yes, so she got the settlement from P. Diddy, right? She won the lawsuit.
Yeah.
A few weeks after, they took all of that evidence and everything, and they went to the feds.
Well, yeah, because I was like, oh, now he's done. He settled. But again, they came to us at a conference and didn't even mention Cassie, really. They showed the video, which we all knew, and he apologized for it. Now, I abused her. She was taking my money. I was in the shower, which two things can be true. She could be running away from him, also stealing his money in the bag, and he just has no right to beat the shit out of her neither, but I wish for fucking God they would charge him for the drugs that they found, the shit that we know he did. The drugs they found in the hotel room in New York, There's nothing in the baby oil. Allegedly, according to the daughter, Mark Dargos' daughter, the defense witness lawyer, there's no GHB in the
No.
and it's
But
like,
that's not what the baby orders it was used for, though.
but baby oil's not illegal.
No, they're not saying the baby oil is not illegal, but when they talked about the baby oil,
Who
oh,
told us that
we
GHB
know
in
why they use the baby oil. Oh,
Oh
we
yeah,
know.
sex. I mean, sex
I
parties.
mean, but I don't think it's the
Go club
issue.
and have sex and then wrestle
Yeah,
with a bunch of naked people.
they just going off for this freak off. That's
This
all it
is
is. And I
ridiculous.
was like, oh, when I
They,
heard it, I was like, oh, disgusting. Yeah, I
they
can't
can
look
do
at
all
baby.
that, but
I
like the
can't
shit
look
that
at
they
baby
told
oil
us
in the
he
same
did.
way no more.
Think about all the people in the last year and a half that said that they did this shit with him, and how
Ugh,
fucked up the lies were because of what the feds told us he was doing.
ugh.
All of that shit, all these people made up all these fucking things. Tony Busby has all these all these clients. That's ever since the feds said they had all this shit on him. All of a sudden, I was this one, I did that one, he did this to me at this party. It's like we know those ones aren't true because it was he wasn't even in the state at the time. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know what this last year and a half was about with all these fake witnesses that Tony Busby has. I know they're not part of the criminal case, but they can't charge him with any of the civil stuff. But I mean, the fact that they lied about all the shit that he does, and listen, I don't think that there's presidents or A-list. I don't think any of that now. I believed it before. I don't believe it now because they'd all be arrested. You know what I mean? If you got videos of
Yeah.
A-list celebrities and
I To me,
stuff,
I think those freakouts were definitely they had a lot of S workers because that's what he seems to
that's
like
their
to use.
job, though. I'm
And
sorry.
yeah, but the thing is, for what I understand is,
So
which was something very
I don't have
interesting.
anything against it.
They
No.
said that you could get S workers, but make sure it's in the same state because the minute you transport them from one
Okay.
state to the next, it's considered ST. So
But yeah,
all the lawyers on YouTube say just keep it in your state, just keep
but
it in
they
your state.
listen.
Don't
They have
cross
to do
state
this
lines.
to say
It's
they
one of
don't.
those crooked things.
But they never said they didn't want to cross. Listen, Philly's right over the bridge,
Yeah,
from me,
but
right?
you think, yeah, but it doesn't matter if they wanted to or not. If once you cross state lines, it hits federal and it's illegal. You
That's
have to stay. So if he had went on vacation to the states where they were, it would have been
right.
fine. But the minute that he transported them to the state that he wanted to be at, it became trafficking. It didn't matter if they consented
That's
to or
true.
not.
That's true. You're right. You're right. It's trafficking. Because I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm next to Camden, New Jersey. I don't know if you ever heard of it. There's tons of prostitutes here in Kensington. They travel over the bridge every day and night because it's so close to it. To
So
me,
does that mean President Kennedy sex trafficked Marilyn Monroe?
yep.
Because he would definitely fly Marilyn in to the White House allegedly
Thank
to
you.
get it in. And so
Somebody had something to get. They
The
wanted
thing
Diddy for a
was
reason.
there a monetary transaction at the end?
oh, I don't know.
I
I-
wonder what Diddy did to get that for them to do that. I swear they did this. There's a
Oh, they
witch
said
hunt.
they got paid. They got paid good. He paid for
That,
the trip, and they got paid good. That's what the
well,
money was for. When they went into the hotel and saw the money, they said that was the money for to pay the S workers.
okay, well here's my money. I'm going to pay an escort. You know what I mean?
But if they were from one state and he transported them to another state, it's and then he does his thing and he pays them. It's trafficking.
But if he leaves the money if the money's left on the bed and Diddy,
Yeah, but when it's
no
set
money
up,
exchanged
it's a
hands.
tent. I think it's a tent. You understand?
Yeah. But no money exchanges hands. You can't. I could drop $20 in
But
a
but who walks around with 9 grand?
Diddy.
I mean,
Some
yeah,
Diddy
but
million
still,
dollars
like you normally,
change.
but Diddy technically don't need to walk with 9 grand when he got a black card.
Right. But yeah, I mean, if he drops $9,000 accidentally in a hotel room that he just had sex in,
And you know, when you drop that large amount of money, you're trying to launder money and make things not
no,
be so.
I mean, like physically drop it, and
No,
somebody else picks it up. That's
it
no
was
money.
with the dang baby oil.
What?
The 9 grand was with the baby oil and the lube.
Oh,
Yes, girl.
well, the lubes.
There were lubes and baby oil, and the 9 grand was the baby oil and the lube tucked in a fanny pack.
Am I? But I mean, like, do you understand what I mean? I get it. Like, but we're like people are freaks, man. But I just feel like somebody's told the feds to do this to Diddy. I don't know if it's a New Earth timeline thing or
she don't got her money sued. She went right to the feds.
Yeah, the feds could have had him before. You're right, I guess. But the feds
they
knew.
probably did. But when you got to smoke a gun to say, "Hey, I got this, and I won my $20 million settlement. I'm making this case real easy for you." And then when you,
right.
you know,
right. But I wish they would get him on Kid Cudi. I wish they would get him on the shit that we really, really believe he did. That was really fucking illegal, like the murders, the money trafficking, or the just just doing the. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just trying to be fair.
The way I see it, it's like Al Capone. He did all this stuff way back in the days, but what they got him on? Tax evasion.
Look, I know. Exactly. Look at Epstein. Who got in trouble for that? No one. He died. The other one, the chick. Come on, man. You told us all this shit. We're still waiting for proof of what you said he did. That's why I think they're going to Diddy, because they got no case, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I don't think they do. They might have something, but the jurors are going to be like, "What? This is not proof of anything." Unless they have some real proof. But again, I think they're going to him if they can't. Because why else did they waste all their money on him if they can't convict him? You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to let him walk. They have a 98% conviction rate. They don't lose here.
They don't want to lose this one.
No, I'm right around the corner. Like, they don't lose it, really. They don't. And that's why I'm like, well, he's fucked. If he did it or not, he's still fucked, you know?
Yeah.
But I've listened to his lawyer talk, and, you know, she makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Bye, mommy. Does anybody know this person?
I don't know.
Everybody's more welcome to have their opinions. And this isn't a cult, by the way. I respect everybody's opinion. That's why I'm asking a lot of questions, because I know I'm not always right. I'm just curing. I'm inquiring and curious.
Like I said, I'm watching that case for the mess. It is messy, and I
want you to watch it, because I'm like the messy case of Karen Reed. Because I mean, Jesus, goddamn Christ. Talk about a Commonwealth being corrupt. And I thought for sure that was bullshit. That there's no fucking way that the entire DA's office, that the police department, Mass State Police, Canton Police, all would be in on this fucking cover up. And they are. And the feds approved it. And it's making me not trust a goddamn soul. Well, I didn't trust them anyway. Okay, you're cute. Good for you. Xavier. Like, if you want to talk about the feds, you want to talk about, you know, are you a criminal? We'll call this confessionals. No, seriously, I'm curious. I'm inquiring because I refuse to talk about it, because I don't want people yelling at me for my opinion. But it's like, I'm asking logical questions here because I've been a criminal. I also been on the other side of it. It's like, and I'm watching all these cases, and like, I know what they need to do to convict somebody at this point. And I feel like the bullshit with us, like telling us all the shit that they're going to get him on, and then have to use poor Cassie as these witnesses that do the same thing with him. It's, to me, it's like, okay, he's fucking.
And like I said, it's only the first week.
Next week, you're right.
Yeah, because like I said, 8 and 10 week case is a long case. I think if anybody went through the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case, oh my goodness, by the time you got to like week 6, you were like fatigued. So this is going to be like, yeah, by the time we get like halfway through, we're going to be like, oh my God, we still on this? Oh my God, we still on this? And it's going to be so much. So I think
do you like talking about it?
All this, it's like an onion. It's going to break all these layers, and we're just going to see what happens.
Do you want to come on once a week and we'll both talk about, I'll talk about Karen, you talk about that? Because a lot of people.
I think so, yeah, because I'm following, like I said, the way I'm following it, it's going to, you know, because like I said, I would have came in early, but I do try to come in. So it has to be like, you're on the Easter time, right?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey.
Yeah, so, you know, anytime like around after 7-ish or something, that works for me. And I will come into it, because I tell you, when I came out, I was just like,
because if you're watching it that close, maybe at next Friday we'll do it. Like, you'll Diddy catch up, and then
because I'm trying to, like I said, when I do the stream, she just finished the live stream, and then I missed it, so I had to catch up with the live stream for the beginning. That was like an hour long.
Let me know when that is, because I would like to be here for it too.
I think the next one, so I have to see. They're gonna resume Monday, so all week I'm gonna be trying to catch those live streams, as they do that, and then we go from there.
I need mods, please. Can you time out this person or something? He just said a penis. He just came up with a penis.
Well, On a brighter note, OHOA Atlanta, which I am surprised that
Yeah,
I'm actually liking the season. I was not
good,
sure. I was
good.
going in being skeptical, and I'm actually liking this season. I like Angela. I like this cast
Me
with
too.
who they are right now. Who they are right now. I'm not
Yeah.
loving them like how I loved them with Nene and Sheree and them girls. I like them. I don't love them, but I like them. It's cute. It's a good restart. You know how your computer
I
messed up, you have to restart the computer and it kind of works a little bit better. That's how I
Mhm.
see RHOA. And there has some positive. The ratings didn't go up, but the demo went up. So we're moving in a good direction.
I'm
I
learning
love
to play.
Shamia.
I didn't
Shamia,
miss Kenya. I did not miss
yeah.
Kenya. I forgot about her.
Oh
I
no,
forgot about Kenya. I forgot
you,
about Kenya.
I'm always going to say this to me, and I'm going to say it to Abdul in the face. I always feel that season 16 was supposed to be Candace's farewell season, regardless of what was going to happen. That's
Yeah,
why I felt like when she got fired, it was just premature. They were like, we were going to be done with you anyways, and you just made it easier. That's why they got rid of her when she did. If she sneezed wrong, they would have gotten rid of her because if with Carlos King, she felt like things wasn't right between her and the network and production. And you could, you know how you had a job, you could tell that they don't like you and you feel like you're going to lose
yeah,
your
yeah,
job.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what Kenny was giving me before they shot. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. And she should have been trying to get herself together. And she did something wrong and they fired her and no one missed her. And I think with her not being on the show, it was
Yeah,
really refreshing because she
very
she did bring down the show with her
negativity.
antics. And I didn't
Yeah,
like it. I like
yeah.
Shamia. I see a lot of her YouTube channel and her little side story. I don't know.
Oh,
My heart's my I have a soft heart when, with a mom, especially a mom that has a young child that's going through a medical condition. Because and the reason why is my mom, God rest her soul. She was a
yeah,
nurse's aide for
mm,
a group home of children that has cerebral palsy, where they were
yeah,
physically,
yeah.
mentally disabled, have learning
I know.
disabilities. And
Mhm.
back in the 80s, they used to put those kids in a group home. So, because the parents either can't take care of them or didn't kind of want to or didn't have the resources was. So
Yeah,
for me, I grew up with kids that, they had constant medical issues. And my mom used to go there and she used to work for them and took care of them. And they're like during Christmas time and holiday
mhm.
time, she used to bring one home so they'll have like a holiday. So they didn't always have to be at the group home. So to me, I have a soft spot for that.
I do
And I
too.
do feel, I mean, thank goodness that, um, Gerald and Shamir are in a position to give their daughters all the best care because people forget she has two nurses to take care of Shiloh.
She
You
does.
know,
Oh
two
wow.
nurses, so she can have round the clock care. But if you follow her story, sometimes Charlotte is in and out of the hospital because things are showing up, and
Which
that's a
yeah,
lot of stress for
which
a baby who she just turned two. I think not too long ago. That's a
what,
lot.
what issues does she have? I thought that she
They
was.
never went to specifics,
Mhm.
but for what I understand, because of the fact that the surrogate had to deliver early because the surrogate was diagnosed with breast cancer,
Oh God,
and they
yeah,
had to deliver early. And my opinion, allegedly, okay,
yes,
is because she was delivered so early, maybe that's why there's a lot of health issues. Because that's one thing about preemies. You just never know when you have to
yeah,
deliver the baby early what would happen. They did say on the show it wasn't because of the breast cancer, because that's one of the things that the
they
surrogate
were.
felt so guilty
I
about. But
know. I
then
made me so upset when she said that. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
but then Shamia felt guilty because she thought that the baby triggered the surrogate to have breast cancer.
I
So these
know.
two were sitting here for about a year feeling guilty, like I did this, I did it. When it just one of those unfortunate things that just happened.
Yeah, and
You
like
know,
everything happens for a reason, and I think
yeah,
maybe it was for this other surrogate lady, the one that she helped her find or whatever.
yeah.
Maybe that was the reason that maybe this lady it would be a better fit or something, because we're dealing with your health. I'd be afraid to do it again, but to find another really good person, that was
Yes.
the reason
And
why.
remember, Shamia's surrogate was the same surrogate that Candy used for Blaze.
No, is it really?
Yes, it is.
The
And
same
I
lady?
think to me, in my opinion, she owns now that surrogate owns the surrogacy like agency. And I have to say, like, did Candy help her made this into a business? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because remember in I think I want to say season 12 and season 13, there was a little blurb that they said, "Oh, me and the surrogate are still connected and we still talking
Oh,
and we're
yeah.
helping," and people were criticized, like, "Why are you still talking to the surrogate?" And say, "Why should I not?"
Why
And
shouldn't
there was something that they were doing something together. And now that we see her season 16 with her own surrogacy company, I'm like, did Candy help?
I mean, everything Candy touches turns to gold. So she
I
makes everything,
know.
you know.
And I
And I
think they also use, in my opinion, Dr. Jackie, kind of just network everything together.
yeah,
So if
I mean,
that's happened, yeah, if that happened, I'm kind of really happy how that changed.
you know what? Can't Somebody said something about Candy producing some of the season that we're
Oh yeah,
in.
she produces all the time. She's a
I think,
producer.
yeah, I think that she left because she has a bigger role now. I think. Hold on one second. I gotta yell at my neighbor. They're all partiers and they're fucking crazy around here. Hold on. We're literally, I can hear them in my goddamn driveway, and I need to get fuck away from my car.
Okay. Hey, Curves. Hey, DB, are y'all still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just on. I was listening, but I'm still here.
Okay. What do you like so far in season 16?
This drunk fucking whore. Get her away from my.
I'm just listening. I don't. I, I'm not a bit. I haven't watched a lot of the season, but I'm interested in the seasons now, so I might be
Yeah, I
able
mean,
to watch
maybe now
back.
if you want to get caught up, this is enough episodes to do a good binge watch.
Yeah.
Um, I think so. I don't think you have to watch every single episode. You probably could watch like maybe from
To be honest with you, I miss Candy Burrs the most. I
yeah,
think.
but
I think the show. I don't think the show has been the same
I
without
don't think so.
Candy.
But you know what?
It's
And I'm
been
gonna say this.
better.
I'm glad that Candy left. Not to be a hater, not to be a hater, but
No,
hear me
no.
out.
She
I
has a
feel
lot.
like
No,
Housewives should be a platform for you as a transition. You're on the show, you use the platform, you
like
get
Candace,
and you graduate out
like
of
Candace,
Housewives.
right?
And
Candace.
I was saying I did wanted Candy to leave because I feel like Candy, at this point, of all the things you want to do,
Yep.
Housewives is holding you back. So
True,
I
true,
was saying, when she left, so I said, this is what you needed. You need to graduate from the show on a high and do what you need to do and be great in your acting, be great with the Broadway thing, and you'll see how it works out. Got that new Broadway show with Denzel Washington. Now, come on now. I'm gonna have to say this.
yeah.
Maybe digress
What was
for a
it
little
called?
bit.
Shoe or something or shit? What's it called?
Yes. And
Something like
from the
that, yeah.
minute I heard Denzel Washington was starring on that Broadway, I already know it was good because I don't know Denzel Washington ever doing a bad project. He knows how to pick good scripts.
Never.
I said
Right.
she was able to get Denzel Washington. Oh, you know that's good. You know
She.
that's good.
Yeah. I just
And
feel like.
people will just go to, I mean, there's people who are just big fans and say, "Oh, Denzel Washington in a Broadway play. Oh, I gotta see that."
Right.
And I
That's
think
just
too,
my
like,
opinion. So to me, I totally sat down there and felt like she graduated out. I think same thing was Garcelle. That was perfect for her to go. I know we love her, but I feel like to me, she's doing so much. She's starting to do so
I
much
hope so.
more.
I hope so.
Right.
I hope so.
I believe so.
I,
Mhm.
But I just so to me, I like seeing her doing other things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe
But think about all the ones that don't, like all the ones that give us that have issues. They cause problems with other people, and if they leave the show, they don't got shit. Like,
that's
you know
their
what I mean?
problem.
Like fucking Kyle. Kyle, what do you have without the show? Like these people give everybody problems. Like Garcelle had a fucking career. Melissa Gorgon, Joe Gorgon always have had careers. They're good before, good during, and they'll be good after. Teresa fucking wouldn't. It's like
I feel the I
go
feel
ahead.
the only reason why Kyle's still on the show, honestly, because Andy Cohen been wanting to have Kathy Hilton on there, and Kyle is just only a gateway for having Kathy on there, because we all know Kathy would never do this show full time, and that's the only reason why Kyle's on the show. So it's a gateway to have Kathy on there. That's the only reason why. Oh, because of her sister.
I think
So
that
you think
they need to do their
think?
own show. Like they need to take a show, make a show with all of the Hiltons, because they had Mauricio's show, Paris's show, and Kyle can with her family. They have so much content, and it's like, why are you taking up all our time with all this when we can see? That's the thing. Kyle takes away from everybody else's thunder, because it's always about her. It always has to be about her. It always has to be. And there's like her taglines. Oh, the hills have eyes, and they're all staring at me.
No, they're not.
Nobody fucking cares about you. Who fucking lied to you? Because you're like a has-been.
I didn't know who Kyle Richards was, and then it's only because of the show. But I knew who Kathy Hilton was.
Exactly. I'm like, which one was them? She was a Little House on the Prairie. That's all I knew. I'm like, she was
on Little House on the Prairie.
I think that Kyle was the little brunette. I believe.
But there were 3 brunettes.
Yeah. Oh, maybe she was one of them, and I think was her sister was the other one or something.
Are you kidding me? I love the show Little House on the Prairie. No way.
Yes, that was like when I was 3 or 4 years old watching Little House on the Prairie all the time on Channel 12. But yeah, and then like growing up, I don't know Witch Mountain or anything like that, so I didn't know any of them. But watching the show, that's how I know Kyle Richards. She's a fucking talentless bitch. She's talentless.
Oh, speaking of Kyle, did you see Mauricio tonguing it up with the new blonde?
No.
No.
I sent you a picture. I thought this weekend.
Oh, you sent it to me or you sent it to reality?
Oh, to Krista.
I know. I try to get to every I know. I was like, Large, I miss you. Where are you? I'm so sorry. Where have you been? I was like, where have you been? No.
Right. I'm
I
running around over here too.
I know.
Yeah, you were booked and busy, Curves.
Yes.
I need to make an appointment with Curves because we need to get our, I know that you don't do all the insurance, but you can hook me up with insurance because my husband and I don't have, we need more health insurance and we need homeowners insurance. Not homeowners. Is that homeowners insurance? Yeah, we don't have homeowners, right? Yeah, we don't have homeowners.
You don't have homeowners insurance.
No.
And you own a home or renting?
We own
Not
it.
to
We
get
don't
in your business.
So I think that's why. But it doesn't matter, right? Like if you don't have a mortgage, somebody can still get hurt in your house and sue you, right? Like
they can. So if you don't have a mortgage, but you don't, because if you have a mortgage, the mortgage company would definitely want you to have insurance. But if you don't, you still need to have homeowners because anything happened, they can sue you.
Thank you. Thank you. You hear that, husband? We had it for years. He let it lapse. And he's saying that our credit we don't have bad credit. He says,
I tried to change mine the other day and they talk about some insurance
something
and they told me no. And I'm like, okay, I got to wait a while.
That's fucking me up because I'm like, what do you mean? We have great, he's got great credit.
It's not credit. It's called insurance score. So if you got so if you got like your insurance to be lapsed, that could be hurting you because it's like a default.
You just let it go.
You could always try again, but
I know. I could call. I mean, I have to make a lot of phone calls for like I do have to do all that stuff.
But that insurance is high. I was trying to get me a lower rate,
and they were only like $100 or something. I thought
how much?
I thought it was like. Look, I've never had a mortgage, so I think I did mortgages. I did mortgage insurance, but I don't know what homeowners. After that, like the homeowners, I thought was only like $100 a month or something.
I wish it was.
No,
I wish it was.
Oh man,
I wish it was. Oh, I would have loved to pay $100 a month for homeowners insurance. Sign me. Give me 2. Give me 3.
He's like, you have no clue. He's like, I mean,
it depends on where you live. Maybe because I'm down in the south. But insurance is high. Insurance is high. Okay, so it's not cheap, and certain places are more than others.
I'm really mad about property taxes. I'm very mad about I have always been mad about property taxes. We're the only country that does that shit.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, though.
But they don't do us. What do they do for me? What do they do? They don't want.
Yeah, because property tax is tied to the value of your house. So when your house value goes up, it's great, but then your property tax is going to go up.
But that's ridiculous. Why am I for what? What am I paying property tax? Like literally, my house is probably going to go up in value when we redo it. But it's been the same. Like we've had 34. It's like 3,500 a year for our taxes, which is not bad. My parents,
that's pretty good.
My parents,
that's pretty good.
But the house, it's not that big. You know what I mean? It's just.
But you know what drives it up? If you go into the itinerary, a lot of it's driving up. Because remember, property tax does the police, the fire department, the school system, all this stuff. Majority of it goes to the schools.
Fuck this. And then guess what? We have 2 elementary schools, and they're Catholic, they're private.
But no. Remember, it's the public school, and it's for the whole district. So what I like wherever county or parish you're in or township you're in, it goes for that whole district and kind of zones into where you're is. So the rule of thumb is the better the school is where you live, the higher the school grade is, the more property tax you're going to pay. But it's a double-edged sword because you're like, oh, I do want the babies to have a good education, but then you'd be like, this price tag is so high.
Listen,
but then you have to say, oh, okay, I'm doing it for the children.
If you don't pay your property taxes, then they take your fucking house.
They do, and they'll take it within the year, and then I think here in where I'm at, they would take it, sell it, auction it off. And then sell it to someone at auction. They can't. Then you have a year to buy it back from the person who took that lien, and if not, the person who bought it through auction owns your house.
I absolutely think that's. I think every country. We're the only country that does it, and I think that's ridiculous. I think that if other countries like Canada can get around perfectly fine with great cops at all without having property insurance.
But that's not true. I know. I'm Jamaican. They do property tax. There's nowhere near as well. Yeah, they do. They do property tax. But I think the exchange rate is so much different because their property tax is like pennies for what we pay when you do the exchange rate. And when they told me how much it was, like, oh, I could do that. I could do that real quick.
Time though, like they pay one time, I think, right?
It's like a once-a-year payment, like ours. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I thought maybe like because I know in like I think it's China or something, they pay one fee in the beginning and then your period, you can give the house, you can leave it to your kids, and you pay one tax and that's it. I just feel like
then remember China's different. They could just still turn around and take your house anyway because they're kind of communist country. So
I guess I was still take it from you. Tinfoil hat. So
they go in your house and rob you and take you in the night if
you're right.
So, but
thank God they did it here. Thank God they don't do that shit here because
yeah. I mean, technically, heaven forbid they did the no knock warning and went to the wrong house.
I'm gonna kill this bitch out here right now. Like I know you can't hear this drunk fucking bitch, but she's drunk every day for 10 fucking years, and her son's out of my goddamn fucking driveway with fucking basketball hitting my goddamn car. I'm gonna flip the fuck out.
I can't.
This bitch Nancy, she fucking is obsessed with me. I've never looked her way in 10 years, not because I'm an asshole, but I don't get close to my neighbors anymore. It fucks me in the ass when I do. My last one, I'm still suffering over it. My best friend. So that's not the thing. I have cameras. We take care of each other. But get your fucking kid for the 100th time. His basketball. I don't have a net there anymore. And there's it's a driveway that's pretty big on the other side. And my flowers are in between it. And if anybody knows me, I'm Snow motherfucking White. And this kid, I like him, but this fucking basketball's hitting my car. I'm getting pissed. And I can fucking hear it hit my house. That's annoying. Listen, you drunk fucking bitch. Yeah. Get your fucking kid, dude. Ignorant fucking cunt. What bitch?
Hey, Curve.
Sorry, don't hear me. Sorry, I should have put that on fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even hear you. I was checking if you're still here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, what do you think about last week's episode on RHOA?
Yeah, we were just talking about what I didn't agree with them meeting up with Ralph.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh yeah.
That was the line, and it's just like I like everything else they're doing this season, though. Everything other than this husband swapping, getting into the marriages of it, threatening husbands with sex holes, you know.
Typical old
I mean, that's one. Yeah, because that's why I think I like Angela. At least when Angela goes for the girls, she keep it with the girls. Like some people could go back and
No,
forth.
I
Like,
don't like Angela. I was telling
Mhm.
Krista before we started, like there are so many people that really, really, really like Angela, but
Mm-mm.
I see her in a whole different way than other people.
mhm,
And I feel like it's different. I don't know why. So okay. So when Angela first came on,
mhm,
she went to Shamia's house.
mhm,
And at Shamia's house, she was like looking around like it was the freaking Taj Mahal. She was like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. And then Shamia gets her custom Rolls Royce. And then the next interaction we have with Angela, her own husband is telling her to shut up about Shamia's house, right? So now, after that episode, every time Angela's around Shamia, they're coming for each other. Now, granted, Shamia has smoked for Angela too, and I feel like Shamia does it more. Like she's new to the group. And I
Yeah.
understand like she's trying to assert herself and be like what, however she needs to be. But she also can bring it down. I want her to have a second chance, and she's not being a NECA, but she
Oh,
is
oh,
being not that likable and relatable to me personally
are we talking about Angela
because of
still?
how she's moving. Because
Angela.
first I see you salty, kind of coveting this lady's life and lifestyle, and now you have issues with her to and through you bringing back things to Portia
Mhm.
in a way that's damaging her and Shamia's relationship. And
True.
that's just not nice, and it feels like a malicious intent since we did start seeing you off by coveting her shit. And Charles even told you, shut up about her house. Remember, he was making chicken wings the first time. He said, shut
Yeah,
up
he's
about
like,
her.
what? I don't want. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is Angela is messy and getting messier and messier, and I'm not surprised. And the
She
thing
does.
about it is, the more I learn about Angela,
Mm,
the more I realize this is one really messy
she's a
person
liar.
because I didn't find out she was a side chick.
She's a liar too.
Oh,
About
she
what?
was a side chick on top of it?
Oh,
Yes.
shit. She's a
You didn't
liar.
hear? You didn't oh, you didn't watch the
Oh,
after show. You didn't see the after show. So
I
you
have.
know the whole rumor with Baby and her first husband daddy and stuff. So she
Yeah.
finally released it. So apparently this whole back and forth, she'll say, "Oh, that was my first husband. He had the baby on me."
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
lied.
Oh,
That's
she
not what
has.
the story is. She finally went. So imagine this. I'm setting a scene. Wendy
Yeah,
Williams going through this whole thing with her husband. It's absolutely terrible, right? Here
yeah.
comes Angela, who barely knows Wendy, had the audacity to talk about, oh, Wendy, it's just
yeah.
only a baby. What's the big deal? Of course, well, of course, that you how you will tell a wife it's just only a
Oh,
baby. Now, to
100%.
make things right, when she was trying to explain the story, it wasn't Charles, it was her first husband or baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
Apparently, her husband, her first daughter is 24, but her husband had another baby that was 24 and a half.
Oh, oh, this sounds like
Curves, you know the math. How
panic.
can a man have a baby on you? And then she let it slip because Cynthia was keep asking her the question, and she's like, "So you were the side chick?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was the side chick."
Well, who's that remind you of?
See?
Remember?
Yes. And I was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you, as a side chick, went to Wendy Williams and tell her, oh, it's just a baby, Wendy. What's the big deal? When you were the side chick in your own story?
Oh my god! And yeah, because of course it's no big deal to you. You wanted to like, wow. See, and, there, and I read some stuff
You were the
where
side chick in your own story. You the one that had the baby. She finally
uh,
admit the other guy was the
So
main
that could
woman.
be another reison why she's coming up to Portia because they're birds and feathers.
Yes.
yeah, I can't believe Portia refuses to leave Simon's house with her kid when her
You
kid's
know,
gonna be swept up enough. You know?
okay, so back to Angela for a second.
Yeah, yeah,
So she did walk up to Wendy Williams and
Yeah.
say, it's just a baby.
Hmm.
Fine. And Wendy Williams went on her platform while she was still able to sit in the purple chair without the
Hmm.
conservators or the
Ugh.
judge's permission.
Where's my
So
Wendy?
this rumor has been out there for years. So why is Angela having so much smoke for these ladies repeating it to her like it's the truth when she never even addressed it with Wendy Williams? Why is she mad Brittany? Britt is saying it. Why is she mad? Anybody saying any of this stuff?
Right.
She should just be totally laughing. Ha ha ha. Oh my God, but she has smoke. She's like, yeah, these ladies were talking about my marriage and saying that you have another baby. Yeah, because you should have started at the beginning of the story. Remember that time I told Wendy and da 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 da, and we never corrected her on her show? Well, of course, these ladies are bringing it up, or something like that.
Yes. And even when she went on the show, she made it seem like, it's just a misunderstanding. It was in the after show where you have to watch it, which most people don't watch, but I just so happened to watch it.
do. I
She
usually
finally
do.
told the truth. And I was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you now just decide to say, oh yeah, by the way, I was actually the side piece. I was actually the other woman. And here I am going to have the big old audacity to tell Wendy woman, it's just a baby.
Baby.
What's the big deal? I said the audacity of you, Angela. You are messy, messy, messy. What else you will do on this show?
I know.
It's like this woman. I don't know what to expect from her.
It's only half a season. That's what I mean. Like, I'm okay with all these ladies. I feel like, messy or not, we need. Like, I talk shit. I know that, and I get on my nerves. But I have to admit, it's good for the TV. It's good for the show.
It is.
But I mean, conflict resolution though. We can't drag it.
And my thing
yeah,
we're gonna need to get to the resolution for sure. I don't think a housewife. To me, I don't think a housewife have to be 100% likable and 100% unlikable. I think if you're a polarizing character, unfortunately, it's going to work out for you. I don't fault people for not liking Angela, because the more you know about her, the more like, girl. But me, like I said, I'm all for the mess. I am all for 100% for the mess.
I am too.
The messier, the better. I love it.
I like the mess, but also she's doing a lot of whining to do so much messing. Like, don't go home and whine. Don't let your next scene after the mess you caused, bitch. Don't let your next scene be you whining to Charles. Okay.
But I love how Charles handled her though. He said, "Why are you so
but
soft about it?"
He's like, "What are you talking about?
Why go whine if you're gonna be messy? You can't whine." It's like Tamrat running back to Eddie talking about they did this to me, they did that to me, when Tamrat does it all.
I know, but that's one thing I do love those scenes. Every time something happened, Charles be like, "Are you serious? Stop talking about it. Shut up. What are you doing?" I just love the way he shuts her down. I love it.
She married her number one hater.
I see you miss it too. Charles is a hater. Anytime I go to Charles, he'll let me know what the haters are saying. And yet you've been with him and you learn nothing.
Guess who's
you learn
back?
nothing. You learn nothing.
Well, who's back?
You saw it too. I told you, Teddy's back.
The fucking goddamn is a Hail Mary. It's a Hail Mary. Was she back on Beverly Hills or on OC? Is she going to OC?
No,
or?
she's going to be on BH.
Who's back? Who's on back?
She's going to be on BH, and she's moving forward with her divorce from Edwin. Because remember when she first got diagnosed, they were in the middle of their divorce. They were in the beginning, and then she got diagnosed, and they halted the divorce. So she picked the divorce back up, and allegedly she's going to be back on the show also.
I guess she's okay then. I guess she's getting better. I hope.
They did say that shrunk. They did say that.
That does happen in the beginning. I wish her all the luck in the world. I don't want her back on the show. No offense, Teddy. It just is not. It's a sympathy play. I don't know what it is. What they're doing with her. I hope that she's healthy. I still don't want her back on the show. She's boring.
I don't think it would be the best thing for Teddy Mellencamp to be back.
I'm not being mean because she has cancer and all that crap. I felt horrible about it. I cried about it, but I don't think she deserves to be back on the show. God damn it, with Kyle. Like, come on, man.
I don't think it would be the best thing for her health to be back.
No, she needs to be just rest. The fucking show's I'm sorry, like it's all about the glamour, but it costs a lot of money to be on it. They don't pay you a lot. You go through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as great as they. It's everybody that's on there, they complain about it. It's just they don't get paid enough for 5 years. You got to fuck over your friends, which again, I think, and I've been saying this for years, that the cast needs to get together in the beginning of every season, agree to fuck each other over and not be mad about it, because you know that that's the money, that's what we want, that's what everybody wants. That way nobody gets offended, and we don't have people getting fired over it, or trying to turn social media, trying to turn influencers against other people. Teresa, like stop taking it so fucking serious. Because
I want to double that with stop bringing everything to social media when filming stops. Save that for when the cameras are on. Because it's sad when you get more tea from social media than you do on the show.
Because who keeps them relevant between seasons? We do. That's the problem here. They have no respect for us. You know what I mean? They come to us to keep them relevant, not CNN, not Fox. We are talking about them 24/7. It's like goddamn Sports Center. Anywhere you go. Right now, here we're on. How many platforms right now are on talking about how, you know what I mean? So it's like we get no press passes. They don't take us seriously. They don't really, and I'm talking about they as like Bravo, and like we're the ex-husbands and ex-wives. It's like the housewives and the eighth housewife's the showrunner. We fight with him. We're like the ex-husbands and ex-wives. They need us. We need them. We hate it. They hate it. We make money. They make money. It's like but like it gets to the point where like the shows get so old, not old, but like the shows that have been on for a long time, the franchises.
Redundant.
The women fuck each other over by season 8. By season 8, they're being forced to hang out. They're being forced to play stupid fucking silly games at the table to get to a fight so the producers can get their content and go the fuck home. And then we end up with people like Heather fucking Gay with their fucking stupid fake feet, receipts, proof, timelines, everything. Plus my black eye, Jen did it. Oh, I was so scared of her. Like, that's the bullshit. Like, when I realized what that was happening, and they lied, the showrunners have lied to us and lied to them, and Monica got fired, and I was like, I'm so done with this shit. Like, I want this fucking people like Atlanta right now. I don't think a showrunner's doing anything. I think these bitches are doing exactly what they're supposed to.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. And it feels right. I have to watch New Jersey, like, and I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I got to like watch it just to piss myself off, because I'm like, that didn't fucking happen. That's not true. You know what I mean? We know it's just to piss us off. That's what it feels.
Because I mean, these ladies,
they don't respect.
They're messy enough on, you don't need to jump in and produce it, and that's one thing.
You got Dolores, who's always sat back and as she's been Catania the whole time. We call it Switzerland. We call it Catania. She's been Catania, Switzerland the whole time. It gets it's been how many seasons now with Dolores? She's not messy. I think that they would bring her back anyway. But it's like Dolores. You got people like Dolores that don't do anything really. Like, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Guess what? Like, good for her for not getting in the mess. But these people are getting to the point where if Dolo comes back, they're going to want her to be messy, and she shouldn't have to do that at her age. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like these older franchises don't get rid of New Jersey because you fucked it up. You know what I mean? You let them they created that goddamn monster, Teresa, and let her go. So now you're going to fire the whole class for the 2 clowns that you allowed to fuck everybody over, fuck the podcasters over, pay people to fucking smear your whole cast. What in the fuck? Like, if Teresa's daughter can't even make it on reality TV, they're not influencers. Get the fuck off. Go bye.
Is anybody watching that next gen?
I'm not watching it. I refuse to hear about it. I want them to destroy Gia. No offense, Gia. You're not an influencer. Please go back to legal. Go back to fucking law school. Fuck Louis.
What the law school?
She doesn't. No, never even. No. She's leading to her.
She's about to be on the show with Riley. She's
an influencer. She's
gonna. I know Riley went to law school. Did she finish?
Yeah, Riley's smart. Riley really is making it in Manhattan. These assholes moved out there to do a reality show. Fuck you.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, Riley was a smart kid. But I was shocked with Gina being a lawyer. Like, I didn't think she was a lawyer. That was news to me.
I remember on the show when they were moving, when Todd's daughter was moving into New York too.
Oh yeah.
And they were saying she's in law school. I was like, so fucking proud of her. Like, good.
Because remember, she had her own apartment. Candy got her own apartment. So she was even living in the dorms.
The little fucking bitch like Dia Judice and the other daughter. No offense, she's old enough for me to call her that. And Kim's daughter, you're nobody. You're not making it in Manhattan like these ladies actually did. Like, Riley actually is making it in Manhattan. They are not there for any good reason to be on a show. And I swear to God that Teresa's going to take Gia's money. Kim's going to take what's her name's money. It's so ridiculous. And Brooks, I like Brooks. Brooks can do whatever he wants, but Brooks is just like, whatever. Brooks doesn't give a fuck. Like,
I I never saw the point of that show because I mean I
They're
get
not
the concept of it, but it didn't make sense to have these random kids that never
Yep.
met each other to
Yep.
be. I guess the word. What was it I'm thinking of? What was it trying to be? Rose rule to real life.
Road rules, like
Oh,
yeah, real world.
real world. And then remember the hill? They
Yes,
trying
yes.
to make their little down version of the hill. I
I
used
know,
to
and I
love
can't
the
wait
hill.
to
I
get on.
used
I
to
was
love
just
watching the hill.
Jacqueline, I was just looking at it on Reddit, and I want to jump in and fuck Gia up. So I'm sorry, Gia. I know this sounds hard of me. I've had these bitches. I've gone through enough of these assholes, and Gia, I do not fucking like. I don't like her.
But Jill Rude is not. It's rude. She never had any manners. That's that.
Exactly.
Even when she was little, she got on my nerves.
She's her mother. She's her fucking mother, unfortunately.
That's why I'm shocked that she's a lawyer.
Nobody wanted her on there. The kids wouldn't even fucking film with her, but they fucking. And I don't know why. I wish she would have just went to law school, and I would have bought the fact that she's making it in Manhattan. Hey, Bianca. I would love the fact that she was actually doing what she's like, but I'm convinced that Teresa made her do it, and I'm convinced that Kim made her daughter do it, because
I mean, come on, those girls were addicted to fame. It didn't take much convincing.
What
it
are you
didn't
doing?
take much convincing.
What's Kim's daughter making it in Manhattan? What's she doing there? What is she? Is she working?
No, she was doing just like her mama, trying to, make me stop talking.
I know. You can say. I know exactly. I know what her mom does.
I'm trying to be nice, but yeah, it wasn't much convincing because I mean, she wasn't doing nothing down here.
Dude, they were like living and like squatting in the house, calling the cops every week. I'm talking about Kim.
They still are.
What a goddamn toxic fucking shit show.
They still doing it right now.
Nobody
still in that house.
And that cop, no, I thought they got killed. I thought he finally got me out there. I thought
they keep calling on each other every single time. They're not moving.
So,
yeah,
it's so fake. It's like, dude,
they still in that house. It was supposed to be foreclosed, but then I forgot how something happened where it finally go to foreclosure, and it's been back and forth. They still in that house.
They get a little bit of money. She gets a little bit of money on a show, pays off a little bit of things. They run out of money. Then the toxicity starts. They fight. It's like, have you ever realized that you can't afford your life? Leave the fucking house. You can't afford it. Clearly,
I don't understand.
Did you see that on the that Gretchen and Slade are doing something? Did you see that video I sent you? Yeah, they're doing some kind of like couples. Try to teach couples how to be couples. And you got to give it to them. They made it longer than the people who were on the show talking shit about him.
So, no.
Wait, who again?
Slade, slimy Slade.
Yes, and he looks like a caveman. He has this woolly beard.
Oh God, where is it?
I need to see a picture of that.
I sent it to your Instagram.
I'm looking. I only have the one. Larja, all right, now we get to your other one now. Oh, Dana's here. Or not, or Dana's active. Let's see if we get Dana to come up. No, I won't pull her up now. It must be. I always go to the wrong one. Do you notice, Large? I send you to all three of your accounts. I never know to send you to everything.
Yeah, I have all these, and those don't even include my Finsta.
Oh, I know. I need to get a Finsta. Everybody has a Finsta. Do you guys know? I didn't know what Finsta meant. I thought it was an app. It was like fake and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. I never know. I was like trying to look for people's Finstas. I'm like, where's the Finsta account? I got it.
I just resent it to us in the front.
Oh my God, this dude. I have not seen him in years. Part of my She did.
Lally, I'm trying to send it to you from I ended up getting access to my other
I'm so mad because I can't get access to
one. I don't have you in here, Allie. What's your Instagram handle?
Allie.
Hi guys, I'm Gretchen Christine Rossi. And I'm Slade Smiley, and you're watching.
Oh my God, Slade, what happened to you? I see Slade. I see him under the hair and the face. I mean, how long? They've been together. Great, wonderful. But he fucked 3 or 4 of the fucking housewives before he got there. Come on. This isn't a love story that happened organically. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. I'm being a hater, I guess. I'm happy she's back because she hates Tamrat. So I need him to scream at Tamrat for me. You know? Am I muted or something? Where'd everybody go?
No, I agree.
Okay, good.
But doesn't he look funny?
Yes, can I play it? Just mine.
Celebrity Bites on SNTV.
Go ahead and play it.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Up to you, love bug. Okay, I'll go. You waited too long. When we got approached by WeTV to participate in
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear
Marriage
it.
Boot Camp Reality Stars, we were excited about the opportunity to show a different side of who Gretchen and I are.
We believe Housewives. That's what Housewives are for.
Believe that while The Housewives is a very popular television series, it's such a small slice of who we are as people. And we were approached with this concept of, let us address maybe some of the negative connotations or some of the accusations.
Oh, so I can have follow-up questions. I can put a bunch of follow-up questions. You'll answer over me. Great.
Made about you publicly as a couple.
I want to have so many questions.
We can only assume.
And individually.
And you can only assume.
Gretchen, I love you. You're not. I have no issue with you all. It's this slimy guy.
That because of the things that you go through as a public person, that has to trickle down into your.
And sir, you haven't been public in about 12 years or relevant.
Everyday life and relationship. We'd like to give you the skills on how to
She's a friend of chill.
Handle that, and before you get married, hopefully address any issues that might keep you from having a lifelong relationship.
You know what? It was a very challenging thing, Marriage Boot Camp. It's been a wonderful experience looking back, like at the end of it all, but during, we really weren't sure we did the right thing. I mean, it was very difficult. It was very challenging. We cry a lot, and we both cry really ugly. I mean, I literally had to make a Gretchen Christine I Cry Ugly blinged out shirt for it because it was that bad.
I thought initially that Gretchen was probably going to butt heads either with Tanisha Thomas or with Jenny Farley, JWoww. I mean, if it was going to be anybody, I would have assumed it would have been them.
Yeah, I would have thought them too. And when I first met Tanisha, she was very outgoing, let's say. She's very opinionated, had a lot to say, and
She didn't come from Bad Girls Club for no reason.
No, and I definitely thought I was going to clash heads with her, which we actually did. But then we had a moment where we really saw eye to eye.
They did Marriage Boot Camp. I thought they were creating a Marriage Boot Camp. Oh boy.
And we got to see each other from a different point of view. And by the end of the
It creates problems, guys. So
show, there was this kind of this sense of camaraderie with everybody.
Sorry. I can't. Marriage Boot Camp. I haven't watched that in so long. Exactly. They can we can learn anything we want. Listen, Housewives gives us enough. I don't know who I just followed, but I figured since I told him.
Yeah, that is the equivalent to Sweet and Sour. I mean, Sweet Tea from Married to Medicine, leaving Married to Medicine to go on a YouTube show called Doctors of Atlanta or Doctors Wives of Atlanta. No, I'm serious.
No, you're not. You're fucking with me.
I am serious. She announced it. They have a whole YouTube channel.
Listen, I really do believe that it's getting bigger. Like, I think that mainstream media is over. And I think if you do leave Bravo, you can be very successful here. And the other platforms pay a little bit better, and I think they'll get contracts. Like, I was looking at Megyn Kelly and like all these people that left mainstream media, and they're making they're doing way better now because they're allowed to tell the truth. They have nobody editing them, nobody telling them what to do. So I get that. But I do think you get a lot more views on here, and I guess other platforms.
But I think Sweet Tea would be better. I think the show would be better without Sweet Tea. That's just my opinion.
Everybody left, I believe. That's what people have translated her last YouTube video to say, was that she was leaving the show.
So I mean, listen, I really think that whoever starts that first doing like their show on here is going to be it's going to work. And if people, I think it's going to work because I see it work all the time with like other, people. We won't name any names.
Right.
For about a year and a half, you get a lot of play, but like I would watch Candace and Chris all day long. I love their fashion. You know what I mean? Like, so amazing. I wish I could see them.
There's another couple like that that's really cute.
Exactly.
And young enough to have longevity, and you're not worried about the pregnancy.
And like like Allie said, she used that platform to elevate herself, and she was basically the one who had no education ever in the very beginning. She ends up with 2 degrees. She's an actress, a singer. He told her after 5 years, if you don't have anything out of it, then leave. 5 years, it was right, and it just happened to work out that way. I would rather the other bitches leave and not her. But now being pregnant, they could do a whole show on YouTube. You don't need glam. We don't care about you having glam. I feel like the editing is fucking me up with Housewives now. After all these years, 13 years of watching it, like 13 years.
Which franchise we talking about? Which franchise?
It was Candace and Chris from Potomac.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't you think that they get a lot more views on YouTube than any kind of shit they get on reality TV?
You know, she doesn't really do YouTube stuff, which I'm really surprised at. I've been reposting videos as I can that I see that are interesting, but she doesn't really do YouTubey stuff. She does have a subscription through the Instagram that I don't pay for, but so she does some stuff over there. But yeah, I miss her.
I know, and I would there's a lot of them I would watch their shows. They're own, because during COVID they had to record themselves. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired of seeing Teresa and fucking Gia on TikTok talking about everybody. Like,
I mean, I've seen Candace in some things, but I think she's mostly working on her music and of course her sweet, lovable baby.
I'm so excited for them.
Oh my God. Because you know that first year you kind of just want to be like, you know what? I just want to just soak up that infant smell because they smell so good. And you'd be like,
I don't know.
It goes by so fast.
You're talking to the wrong one. I have cats. I have kitty cats. I never had kids, but I had cats. Come here, baby cats. But like, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just happy for her.
Yeah, you know? Motherhood looks so good on her.
I give mothers so much credit because I don't know how you guys do it and work too. Like, I give you so much credit to have somebody depend on you every hour of the day, every minute for 18 plus years. Like, my dad's in the chat now, he'll tell you I still depend on them. Like, I'm 40-some years old, and if my dad shows up in the chat, you know what I mean? Like, I still depend on them for stuff. Like, I don't know how they did it with 4 of us, and actually like more if you count the ones that moved in and out. Like, it's just, I don't know, and I can barely take care of myself. So when I see mothers that are so successful in work, I give them a lot of credit because I have a hard time even taking care of me and even giving attention to anybody. But, and it's selfish to say, but I was an addict and I have mental issues, and I didn't want to screw up my kid, you know, if I had one. But, you know, I watched my mom go through hell with me, not been able to help me, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to do that to my kid. She probably still goes through it, who knows? And now I'm taking care of them. Where's my dad? And my dad got served with divorce papers today, guys.
Oh.
My mom after 45 years, she left us.
Did you see your dad was in the chat earlier?
He said it. He goes, I got served with divorce papers. He told everybody.
Oh.
That's why I was trying to get Mimir, because Mimir wanted to say hi to him, but I posted his stuff and trying to find it. Yeah, he's not happy. He knew it was coming, but it's different. After being married and being together literally almost 40 years because they were together in high school and all, I don't understand what the divorce part's for. It just be separated. I'm just so, there's a lot more to this, but I don't want to say too much. But everybody else, it's just, I really feel bad for him, and I really need to call him because he had a mini stroke last week. He refused to go to the hospital. And he's like Superman. Like, he was, you know what I mean? My dad was never, he was like a superhero. And then, you know, you find out your parents aren't who you think exactly. I'm going through right now. I don't know. My parents are completely 2 different people than I thought they were, you know, completely fucking me up. But I have to deal with it. And I love my parents, but a lot of shit's going on. It's like, people wonder why I lose my mind sometimes. Like, I don't have my issues. I deal with my own issues, but then I got all this outside stuff that affects me. And how could it not? I don't know where to put it. I don't know what to do with it. I process it in a way where I just repeat myself constantly, like I probably am now, because I don't get it. And I don't know if I'll ever get it, but I need to understand that I can't. I just can't. I don't understand. Anyway, sorry guys. I didn't mean to go on that. I'm really upset right now. My mom actually did this. Like, she actually went through with it. And it makes me think that there's a reason. What are you doing? I know what she's doing, but do you actually need a divorce? Do I need to call that motherfucker's wife and tell her what the fuck? Man.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Talk to Tree about it before you talk to a human about it. So that the trick is the tree can take more, and you won't. Yeah. So
Healer, I've been talking to Healer. Guess what? I planted flowers around him too. He's got flowers.
Oh, what kind?
2 yellow and purple daisies. I might have a picture. Yellow,
nice.
purple daisies, and these like little pink coleuses that will grow. Yeah, he looks really cute. I have to put lights on.
Wonderful.
I got all lights
Are
up.
the possums still?
Let me see.
Are the possums still hanging out?
Yes, and my squirrels are coming up. I took pictures right before I came up here to show you guys, but the thing I got was this. So I have the fucking big unicorn swan pool thing that glows in the dark and light. Then I got this big like waterfall looking shark thing. I don't have kids, by the way. I'm a kid in a child's body, but I took the pictures. But let me send them to you from my phone. I'll send them to myself from my phone because I have fucking 5 devices, and I don't know where mine is. I have all these devices. And never mind. I took pictures of Georgia State. I put lights up all over everywhere. I put all my stuff's growing in. I'm so excited. I thought they were dead. My neighbor's a fucking tree unaliver, tree murderer, fucking unaliver. It was like a fucking triple homicide. I'm telling you. Last year, my fucking neighbor, because of my fence, I have these palm tree looking things. They grow up to like 20 feet, 30 feet. Well, of course, they're going to hang over onto their side. These fucking assholes chopped the fuck out of them and made them look like, I'll show you. Nobody cares about show you. I can't fucking believe this. This bitch is fucking, and they're growing back now. And I don't know how I'm going to protect them from these tree unalivers over here. Like, who the fuck doesn't like palm trees? What the fuck? It's not like they were in their yard. They can hear me. That's why I'm being loud. Fucking assholes. I didn't even know these people. They just moved in. My family lived next door, so we were used to that. But the fact that these people literally shot the shit out of my fucking, and they're my children. My plants are my children. You don't fuck with that. I was so upset. I thought the wind did it. My husband's like, no, watch the cameras. I don't even know why he told me, because he knew I would lose my fucking mind. I'm just going to have to show you. Let me show you what the fuck they did, and you're going to understand why I'm mad, because it's really ridiculous. Like, what do you have against that? Your yard looks like shit compared to mine. No offense. They was making it look nice. Okay. To me, it's right. It's my motherfucking fence too. And guess what I did? Every little thing that hung over their fence, I chopped the fuck out of it. I broke everything that was. I'm being a real asshole. Listen, I don't fuck with people. I don't talk to you. Don't fuck with me. Leave my shit alone. I stay behind my gates for a reason. I have clearly posted signs. Do not pass go, because I will fuck you up, because people have done that. And this bitch moves in and fucking hacks the fuck out of goddamn fucking trees. And it pisses me the fuck off, because now they're growing back. And I'm thinking to myself, if I don't get a bigger fence, they're going to grow on her side, and she's going to chop them the fuck. Her son will chop them down, and I might have to kill him this time, because I already told him, don't touch my shit ever again. You just moved out here, dude. You don't even go here. Like, you know what I mean? You just fucking got here. And I think, like, regular neighbors ask permission. Can you please cut your tree down? Or can you please cut it in a way where I'm not going to murder it? You know what I mean? I'll stop, because I can't find the pictures. I'll stop this.
Yeah, like, I would hate if somebody came and hurt my tree friend. I would be so.
RJ, I told you what they did. They chopped the fuck out of it. They chopped. I think I've showed you guys before. They fucking chopped. Why? And then they broke them. That the fucking leaves are like longer than me, bigger than me, and like, oh man, I was so fucking mad. I still talk about them. Like, they sit outside, they don't talk to me, I don't talk to them, and we're attached to each other. She bought my sister-in-law's house. They're from Philly. They're still all bundled up, trying to open up their pool, freezing to death. And I got, like, I'm in my bathing suit outside, and I got fucking flowers and birds, and these fucking people are nuts over here. I don't know where they think they moved to. They moved to the goddamn shore. Why are you literally bundled up and like acting like, oh, it's so cold? Get the fuck out of here, asshole. I really wish that I didn't live like we didn't live close to people like this. I'm not used to this shit. I'm not used to living where my house is attached to somebody else's, and I gotta fucking like worry about my yard messing up with their yard when my yard looks nice. So Dustin, remember the pictures from last year? They're about that tall right now. The first ones I showed you. I'm telling you. And if anybody ever cut my trees in my yard, my pine tree.
I remember the pictures. Do they look different now, or they look?
Well, they're growing. They're back to they're stalked up. They stalked up again. So they're like about. I've measured them at 27 inches now. But I was so upset, Dustin, because I sent the picture to you on April 28th last year, and they had sprouted. And This year it was like April 12th. I'm like, oh my god!
Oh Lord,
I thought that they were dead. But
that's sad. They should be messing with your stuff.
I will. If they do it again. I don't think they will. I've opened my mouth plenty of times. I said, I'll be on the phone. I'll be like, oh, they're out here. Triana libraries are here. Don't ever touch my fucking shit again. George, and then George he's like, I refuse to talk to them. I don't answer my door. I'm never going to talk to them. He has to answer the door. I don't know how stupid they are. Like, why do you think I'm going to talk to you? I will never speak to you again. I'm that person. You started fucking me. You moved here. I was nice to you. I fucking have cameras on your house. Everything's cool. I got people that'll protect you. How dare you fucking literally not say something to me about my lead? Like, because that's what a neighborly thing to do.
Yeah.
I was so fucking mad, man. I'm still mad about it. But guess what? They grew back bigger and healthier. So fuck the fuck off.
Good for that.
Sorry, I'm going through things this week. Sorry, guys. I'm being very aggressive right now. I'm gonna smoke some weed, maybe.
Well, we've been doing great. It is going on another 3 hours right here.
We've been doing every Friday. I think we do 3 hours every other day.
We make up for it.
I know, and nobody complains. So
yeah,
it's cool.
Well, we're on the Most Benevolent Timeline.
Always.
Where's the link for that shirt? We never showed them the shirt.
Oh, right here. Oh yeah,
the Most Benevolent Timeline.
Yes, where is it? Hold on, I have it.
Do I need to resend it?
No, I have it.
Okay.
I just literally had it. I opened it yesterday because I was looking for send it to Manny. There it is. I need to eat. Somebody's eating ice. I need ice. I always eat ice. Oh my god, why won't it open? Oh, files. Maybe I'll files. Image. Hey, Pop. Can Pop hear me? Dustin.
I got headphones on.
Oh, okay. Can you wave to him for me? Tell him I said hi. And your grandma. I don't know if you can see us, but yeah, no. But no, I should still have it. I don't know where it is. Hold on. Oh wait. Wait. I never delete stuff. Thank God I don't delete stuff. You never know. That's like everything with Teresa. I've never deleted.
Keep it for your record.
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, I'm looking on freaking TikToks.
Oh, see, I love TikTok, but I don't have the patience to just keep scrolling. I wish it would just scroll for me. Like, I like certain creators on there, and I just want to hear all their stuff. But I hate the fact that I have to literally. Did you send that to me? I missed that. I missed that one. I'm looking at the ones I didn't see that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Larja. I didn't see this either. Hold on. The still married West Coast housewife got dumped by this Vegas mafia. It's fucking Erica. Mafia guy could show up asking for money. It's fucking Erica. It's her ex-husband. Sorry, you guys. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hold on.
Yeah.
It's a blind item. I told you what was happening. Told you the bitch was fucking him in Vegas. The still married West Coast housewife that's dumped by their Vegas mafia guy because she got business. Nobody believes me that she was fucking Tom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this to Dana. I didn't see this. Dana's the one I get all the information about Erica from. You know?
Is he still in jail still?
Huh?
He's still in jail still?
I guess he's got to go to jail soon. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with him. You know what I mean?
I thought he was already in jail.
He might be. Is he in jail?
That's what I thought.
I mean, he got sentenced. I look, in my world, when you receive stolen property and you don't give it back, that's a fucking felony. So I don't understand why she's not in trouble yet. I know they're going after her, but she received stolen property, and that's proven. That has been proven. So when that's proven and you say, I don't have it or I'm not going to give it back, that becomes a felony, at least in my world.
Yeah.
It's also a felony. It should be to leave somebody at the bottom of a cliff who's 89.
Too.
I think she rolled him down. Like, I don't know, whatever. He doesn't know how he got there because he was unconscious for 13 hours or, he rolled 100 times down a cliff. Oh, he just hurt his leg. Hospital, doctor, sir. He just don't mind. He just hurt his leg. He fell and hurt his leg. Motherfucker, what? He's 90 years old and you're not telling him he was unconscious for 9 hours in a car accident down a cliff where most people would die. Come on, man. She was trying to kill him, or he was trying to beat him. He's the only one that can prove that they were funneling money. The three of them were working in cahoots, and Tom Girardi was the only one that could prove it or get them in trouble. So why not? Especially since you gave me a free fake life for about 30 years, and now my ass is paying for it. God damn it, Erica. That's what she gets for being a talentless hoe. Sucking dick for bags. Suck dicks for bags. I mean, just saying.
You do the crime, you do the time.
Huh?
I say you do the crime, you do the time. That's just my opinion.
And I think fucking Jen, my bestie Jen Shaw, needs to stay in there longer. Oh, well, I'm gonna fight with Savannah Christie big time right now.
What happened?
Her fucking, if she fucking puts one more goddamn fucking post about freeing her goddamn criminal ass parents, I'm gonna lose. I keep losing on her. She fucking thinks they're special criminals. Like, she's the only child that has parents that are in fucking prison, blaming the judge for the kids that they adopted or stole from. See, Christie, he was a criminal. He's a fucking grifter, Todd Christie. So was the wife. They presented us something was bullshit. They stole stole the kids from their kids. And now she's like, the kids are going to be in the system, the judge. That's not the judge's fucking problem. That's your criminal ass fucking parents. Stop coming on here and complaining about something that they were criminals before this happened. He was a drug addict who fucking beat his wife, okay? And was fucking his wife with, their mom. I said, I know you don't know how fucked up your parents are. You were born into this fake ass life, but get it through your fucking head, because you're not the only one. Because other people have parents in jail or had parents in jail, and we're not fucking special, bitch. And neither the fuck are you or the other ones. And people commit crimes, and your parents are fucking criminals and grifters. And all she does is complain how it's everybody else's fault, the Fed's fault. They didn't do anything. Free my mom. Free my mom. Shut the fuck up. You're pissing people off for that. Get the fuck out of here. Your life was fake. I know I'm being hard, but god damn it. Tough love, bitch. So that's what it's called. I'm telling you, like, get how can you sugarcoat people? Like, how can you sugarcoat shit for people? Why would you? Honestly. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It sounds mean, but Jesus Christ, after 4 or 5 fucking videos about my mom's and your mom is not innocent. Your mom, the judge got so fucking mad that they I'm telling you what they fucked over her so bad. It's fucking crazy. The judge was so pissed by the time Julie got back to court. She made her travel, which is you have to go on the plane with your shackles. It's a nightmare. You have to travel through. You have nothing to eat. So they made her suffer because she wanted to come to the fucking her sentencing. The judge gets there. They get there. They don't even let them say anything. Judge goes, no, no, and no, and you're done. And then literally made her travel there just to tell her no, and said you're not special, and you're pissing me off. Stop writing me letters. Like your sentences, if you're sentenced, yes, I'm giving you another year. She thought she was going to get a reduced sentence and then be able to go home. So
that's what I thought too, but it didn't happen that way, did it?
Why would that happen? Who the fuck do you think you are? Literally, the fucking IRS didn't do anything wrong. You did. Your husband did. So fuck off. Like, you're not special, bitch. You're a fucking criminal, just like the rest of them that's in there. Yeah. All it's doing is pissing off the fucking judge and making it worse for her mom. Oh, she gets special treatment because of who she is. Really? Nobody's getting special treatment. She's complaining. It's hot. There's bugs. It's jail. It's not supposed to be great. I know there's a problem. I know the system's flawed and fucked, but that's not the way to fix it. Let the criminals stay there. Let's fix it some other way. Like the real people that actually do things, like go to Congress and do things about said jails that fuck people up. Believe me, I know it's fucked up in there. I get it. They don't care about you. They let you die. They don't give a fuck. But God damn it, you don't do the crime then. I got scared straight after a long time. But I mean, I'm petrified. I'm 10 into it all the time. Literally. Like, I'm petrified to ever go back to prison or jail or get in trouble. My dad bailed me out again. He asked him. He bailed us out so many times. I wish he was in here. I miss my dad. Now I feel bad. I got to call him. I just want to hang up with you guys. Like, hang up with you guys and call my dad.
Yeah.
Dustin, remember how we used to talk on here and then we would talk for like 8 hours?
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, a lot of us do that.
I miss that though. But I'm glad to be back though.
I know. I needed the Karen retrial has me so into it that I could not even concentrate on here because I knew it was like real time. It was today I was okay because I can watch. I'm gonna watch it all right now. But there's like it's just amazing. I really need the Commonwealth to lose. I need the real unalivers to I don't know. I just think that those lawyers are her lawyers are fucking beasts. They're amazing. It is like the death trial all over again. Impeaches every witness with proof. Oh,
All right.
poor Karen was sick though. She's got Crohn's and MS. She literally had to call out of court. They had to go off of court, but they science proved he was not hit by a car. He would have to pirouette into the sky, come down on his head as she's going 2 miles an hour and bounce 50 feet. Get the fuck out of here. He was beat to death.
Yeah, I remember that. That's sad, man. That's sad.
Dustin, know what I found out yesterday? I thought he was alive when they got there. When Karen and them found him, he was dead already.
I knew that.
I thought that they told they used that machine. That's how his ribs got broken. I was crying yesterday.
They tried to.
But they tried to. But that means those motherfuckers left him for dead for real. I'm so upset for and his mom to still blame Karen is Delulu, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Am I hearing? I'm trying to see all angles. Am I wrong? Are we wrong here? Like, did she?
No, you're right. No,
I don't. Have you been watching the case too, Dustin? You've been watching Karen. Have you been watching the Karen Reed case too? Is that what you're talking about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right on. Have you been watching it too, Allie?
Have you watched? Allie's been Diddying. I want Allie and me to come back. She'll do Diddy, and I'll do Karen Reed this week. There's so many people talking about it. That's why I don't do it live.
When you gonna do the Karen Reed trial, Krista?
I don't know. Listen, I watch it with Truth and Transparency. So I feel like everybody that does it live, I feel like they're doing a good job, and I didn't want to intrude or whatever because watching them. But because all we do is scream and talk the whole time. We're like, Jesus fucking holy fucking shit. Yeah, I have my fucking speakers on outside, and I'm watching it outside, and every witness, it's insanity. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You went to this crime scene? How do you even charge somebody with a crime when you didn't have? You don't even know where John died. It's sick. They got rid of their dog, their house, their floor. The dog bit him. He died. Oh my God, I can't. These people they can't get away with this. The Commonwealth cannot. The feds are on it. That's the best part. I think in the end, when the defense does their case, I think that they have some witnesses that are going to say Colin Albert was guilty, that he hit John. I think he did he hit them with the fatal blow. I think it was a fight that happened because of him and Karen and Higgins, and it was not intended. Obviously, cokeheads don't intend to murder people. I'm sorry. It's not those two things don't go together. Ordering coke and a murder. One is police. No. They ended up dead on the lawn. That's the fucked up part. I don't know if the adults are all doing coke, but I know the younger adults were. So isn't it bonkers? It's bonkers. I'm watching it all.
It's bonkers. It's bonkers, and the two cases that I'm watching right now has really opened up my eyes.
Yes. Say it.
It has been really opened up my eyes again.
Yep. But Kohlberger is not fucking guilty, guys. He's not the murderer. Is that the one, Dustin? The other one?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Yeah. He is not. Oh man, Truth and Transparency. She has explained it to me in a way where I'm like, wow, and it's proven. It's like all those cars. I don't want to get into it so much. I'm going to share her link right now because wow, she has been on. She has been. I was started watching. I said, I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. But as I got more into the case, I was like, oh my God, health data, your Apple data, everything. You cannot get away with murder. You can't with your cell phones. You just can't, unless you can get away with lying.
No, and let me say something. If they find something, if they find something on your phone, they can have access to your phone, so they can find out everything. They can have access.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dustin. I keep interrupting you.
They can have access to everything. They can get access to your records. They can get access
for health data.
Especially if you're in a criminal trial, and we're talking about a criminal trial right now, and they can get access to all the records they need.
And it's like everybody hears the testimonies. Everybody's got to be picking up what they've been laying down here. Lawyer chick, and I watch Lawyer, too. He's really good. I've seen Lawyer Chick too. I like watching her too. Like they're all into this, and they're all thinking the same thing. It's absolute. The cops that do channels, they're like, this is unfucking believable that this is even allowed to keep happening. They should let her walk out that goddamn. No, I don't even hear her name ever. It's all about all the lies that these people have been telling. They 4 times under oath.
I've been watching it. I've been watching it on Court TV, Krista.
Yeah, that's what Truth and Transparency. She watches it. That's her here. She puts that one on, or like I haven't watched today yet, so don't tell me anything. I saw it was short, so I'm kind of nervous, but don't tell me who was on today because I'm gonna be.
I won't tell you. I'll keep it.
Wait. Just tell me, is it still the Emmy or no? The medical examiner.
What? It's still her. It's still her.
God, oh my God. Okay. She refuses to fucking rule it as a homicide. She said this is not a vehicular homicide. The ME said it, and they still charged her.
But I believe it. But I believe. I think differently though.
You think she hit him?
Yeah.
Dustin.
Yeah, I do.
Dustin. It's him. Dustin. How did she do a K turn, a 3-point turn, 2 miles an hour backing up? He just happens to see the taillight coming, does a flip in the air like an acrobat, hits his head on the fucking taillight, and bounces off 50 feet. You're telling me that's possible? 47 pieces, found 5 days.
No, I'm not saying that's possible. I just think that I was just gonna say that everything is innocent to proven guilty. I think anything is possible.
She's already been proven innocent once. They proved her innocent once. I think they've impeached every fucking witness. Brian Higgins did this. Brian Albert covered it up for Colin Albert, and we're gonna find out that Dustin, the cell phones show him going in the house though. He went in the house. He didn't get.
I didn't see that part yet.
84 steps. He took 84 steps. Went up 3 flights of steps. Split level house. First floor. You walk in, hey everybody, go get a beer. That's one step. Goes down, says, hey, Higgins goes, hey, I've been fucking your girl. He's like, fuck this, I'm leaving. That's the third flight. Then he fucking gets in a fight with Higgins. He doesn't wake up. Oh fuck, they panic. Instead of calling 911 and getting a fucking a manslaughter charge, they fuck him up and leave him out in the cold. It's insanity. She couldn't have. She was home by 12:35. She was home by 12:30. I'm sorry, 12:36 and 30 seconds. She was on the Wi-Fi at John's house. It takes 7 minutes to get there from Meadows or from Fairview Avenue, 34 Fairview. It was snowing, and her car taillight is in a fucking video. She backed into John's car when she was out looking for him. It's on camera. That's what happened to her. It's in fucking sanity. Boston, they are so fucked, dude. I can't even watch the fucking documentaries. It's so angering that Brian Higgins that they can get away with. It's proven that he got beat the fuck up. The Emmys, the doctors, the first responders, the cops have forced these people to lie. It's fucked up. And then the adults have forced their kids to lie. There's 8 people in that goddamn house, and they all know what happened to John. They all know that he walked in that house, and they fought over Karen. He was fucking Karen. So I fucked the guy up too. And unfortunately, John had a fatal hit, and they did the wrong thing. In the feds, because they have all their cell extractions, they're just waiting for the trial to be over. And watch these people go in there and know that he was dead. And he didn't die of hypothermia, so he wasn't out there since 12 o'clock. So he had no hypothermia. They proved that yesterday. I don't know about today, but sorry, I get really mad because I can't believe that we can live somewhere and anywhere where the fucking they were so negligent with it. Even if she did do it, the fucking investigation is botched, fucked. It was made up. It was made the fuck up. They have no idea. It's so sick. And Jen McCabe, she's fucking done, Dustin. That bitch is done. She's fucking Brian Albert.
I agree with you.
Fucking did this shit. She covered it up for the wrong motherfucker, man. She's a liar.
She's been done from day one to me.
Nope, she's the bitch. She's fucking the role leader in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I think she's been done.
A lot of people hate this bitch, man, because of what she's done to Karen. She's Karen's friend, thought she was, and Kerry Roberts too. I gotta go because I'm fucking mad now. Listen, everybody that's watching, all you Kirby's, I'm sorry, we're on the Miss Benevolent Timeline available. This is just how I communicate. I'm not really angry at anybody. I just speak the truth. I just communicate in a word way. I'm not really angry. I smoke a lot of weed. I'm okay. People are like, you're so angry. No, I'm not. I'm just matter of fact. I don't like injustice. I don't like bullies. I'm a sheepdog.
Sorry, I'm eating crackers on live, but I'm getting kind of hungry.
I love my weed. How do I lose my fucking weed? Hi, moms. Come here and say hi, mommy. I got 4 cats in here. Come here, guys. Say hi. What are you doing? Charlize Marie, come here. She's just staring at me. Come here, say hi. You want to go live? No. What's the matter? Are you okay, Momo? Momo, kitty, what's wrong? What are you doing, Momo? I'm going to pick you up and bring you over here. Hello, Bobby. I've been watching you this whole time. What are you doing? Say hi. I got 7 cats, 5 in the house. She's my baby. I could show you pictures of how we sleep. She literally sleeps on top of me.
You told me that before.
Yeah, with Dustin, she still does it every night.
Yeah.
Mama, where's your sisters? Anyway. Boston, I know. I don't know why they charged her again. I don't know how they could have done this.
I don't know why they charged her. They shouldn't have charged her.
They said, this motherfucker said if he doesn't get, I don't think he's going to get reelected, the DA. I'll do it as many times as we can. You're going to embarrass yourselves. Please embarrass yourselves again. Go ahead.
Who is it? Who is it?
It's the fucking Commonwealth. Oh, it's the DA's Morrissey. His name is fucking little snowman looking fuck. I think he actually believes she's guilty. I don't think he had all the facts. The feds found everything out. The investigation had nothing. The feds found out all the stuff.
Yeah.
That's when they found out who really did it. The feds said, "Oh shit, this is correct. It doesn't look right."
Yeah.
Nancy, Jesus Christ.
Okay, how do you guys feel? I'm gonna go here before we leave. Do you guys know about Adriana in Georgia?
No, who's that?
She's 30-year-old. She was a nurse and she's a mother. And in February, she went to the doctor and she kept saying, "Oh, I have headaches." She's a Black girl. And she kept going as a nurse. She went to the doctor and was like, "Oh, I have headaches. I have headaches." And they were like, "Oh, it's nothing." And they kept just giving her aspirin. And it ended up, they gave her aspirin. So then the next day, she's like, degenerating even more. Her husband takes her over to the doctor where she dies at the hospital. She ends up, the headache was caused by a brain clot. A blood clot on the brain. It was caused by a blood clot on the brain. And because they didn't do whatever you could do for her headache that bad, that she ended up, succumbing. But she succumbed at the hospital. They called in enough time for them to try to help her. So she gets to the hospital. She gets brain dead at the hospital after they try to work on her. They find out she's 9 weeks pregnant. It happened in February. They forced her family to keep her alive, pay the fucking medical bills, and now she's 21 weeks pregnant from 9 weeks pregnant when it happened. So this is an ongoing ordeal. Wow. And I'm just like, one of the points is that you can't even take organs from people, even if you need them. So how can you force these people to foot the bill to have this baby that could very well be deformed? Unfortunately, I'm going to use the word, could be deformed or debilitated in some way because he's been in vitro without his mother's body functioning like normal since 9 weeks old. And because of the new laws about AB in Georgia, they didn't it's not part of the law to disclose that if you allow someone pregnant to get worked on, that you'll have to foot the bill until they give birth. It wasn't made clear to her parents that, her chances of making it are small, but if we save her, then but if we don't save her and something happens to her here, then we're going to have to keep her alive until she can have this baby. That wasn't clear. So they were like, work on my daughter. And then the daughter got brain dead. So now the next patient of theirs is
her baby.
Yes, but only because the baby is 3 weeks beyond the date that none of this would have mattered, which is 6 weeks in Georgia. How do you guys feel about that? I feel like it's torture. I feel like it's almost, it kind of feels sci-fi.
So the baby's father is around? Right?
Yeah,
he wants the baby. He wants the baby, or
no? They wanted to pull the plug. They wanted to pull the plug.
So he was okay with. So he's not. Does he want the? Is he okay with having the baby?
I've heard the mothers talk more than even the baby's father. The mother of the girl in the hospital.
Yeah.
Who is doing all this talking. she's who is,
Gonna
I
take care.
guess, yeah, who's going to ultimately be responsible. I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
don't
But
feel right
all
about
of
it at
this
all.
is, it's
It's
very
very.
dystopian. It's very Handmaid's Tale. Like, who
Mm-hmm,
the fuck are
mm-hmm.
you? Who the fuck are you to have my dead body give life?
Exactly. And I
That's
guarantee she's
disgusting.
watching back. She's on. She's out of her. Obviously, everybody. She's probably standing back and watching. Like I didn't give permission for this. I didn't
Yeah,
consent. But
yeah.
hopefully that. I hope that baby has a good life. But I don't know. Who knows? Have they checked? Have they seen if baby's? Is
They
anything
said
with
they,
them? I
from
mean,
what the doctors involved have said, they said it's most likely going to be damaged. It's
that's
most
fucked
likely
up,
going to
man.
be damaged.
That is
Yeah,
fucked.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the mental gymnastics because
Yeah.
unfortunately for me, I experienced a loved one that
Yeah.
because of the condition they end up being brain dead. And
Mm-hmm.
I
yeah,
do remember the doctors telling me like once they're considered brain dead, they're pretty much dead
They
and the
all
body
are.
is just slowly breaking down. So,
right,
even if the child is 9 weeks, it doesn't make sense to prolong the body because the body is slowly decaying because the brain is
Yes.
not giving any signals to
right.
keep functioning.
Or
So to
emotion.
me, I because I don't know what's going on with these some of these doctors in Atlanta. It's like I'm not sure they actually understand what the law means, and they're
It's
just so
just a
afraid of
camper.
doing anything that they're actually are doing more malpractice.
This is like
I
some Frank.
kind of feel like
This is
it's an
Frankenstein.
experiment
Yeah.
for the artificial wombs that I heard about on level 8. I
Oh,
Yes.
heard tell of artificial wombs,
yes,
and what
yes,
I suspect is
yes.
that they might not have gotten the result with the artificial wombs, and
Mhm.
now they're like, well, let's see how much better we'll do if it's attached to a body.
Mhm.
Because
Wow.
I also suspect that those 17, at least 17 women that also went missing in Georgia specifically,
Mm,
they went on a job interview from Indeed and
I
never came home.
can't. Are you
17
kidding me?
different women.
Yeah.
And I on level
Oh,
8, they are talking about organ harvesting and all that kind
Mhm.
of stuff, so I don't know. It's so dystopian that it could lend a door on level 8. I don't know.
listen,
To me, I
it's
think that
starting to
makes more sense because I did heard about those artificial wounds. I mean, I think I heard about it a year or two back, and then they keep trying to push it back into the background, try to make it like a conspiracy theory. But I'm like, no, I
I am
think it's real,
convinced
and
that
that to me makes a lot more sense. They're trying to see how much they could get away with.
Yeah,
Um,
the Black Mirror is just a preview of what technology
yeah,
they already have. You
'cause
know,
yeah,
they already know how to manufacture a baby from conception. They already broke what they call the God code,
right.
AKA
yep.
years ago. So they already know how to manufacture one. So it's just trying to say, "Hey, can we just, I
Right. Well,
guess."
I think you could transfer consciousness. Technology can do it, but I don't know how your new consciousness would be. I'd simulated with a body that's not a baby. You know what I mean? Like right now, it's a
Yeah.
baby. We're born into a baby's
Life
body.
isn't meant to come through death like that.
Mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like the portal might be tainted. Honestly, I'm
Yes.
just
And
like,
Or
yeah,
the
like
portal
the
is
thing that we
literally supposed to give life from life. You're not
from
mhm.
technically to give life from death is some Frankenstein type of shit that they're
it
doing.
is. It is.
Exactly.
You're not
It's
transferring
abomination.
or anything like the baby
Yeah,
could have no attachments to anybody because there's no emotional attachment to the mother. It's fucking sad.
right.
Exactly.
That baby, where's my
Exactly.
mom? Where's my mom? Like you need that mother's. You know what I mean? At least I think you
Well,
do.
and not to mention the lady, Adrena, bless her heart, already has a baby at home. She has a child already at home
Oh
who
man.
knows the
Oh,
mom was going to have, who knows the mom was, no, doesn't know the mom was pregnant, but
oh,
now will not have a mom come home, but have
sweet
this baby,
baby.
this
That
other
he
I
knows.
baby.
just I'm just still trying to understand what they to me, I just think they're just what I feel like,
It's
okay,
very
they're
selfish.
experimenting because it makes no sense because the
How
body is gonna break down. It's gonna get to a
Yeah,
part the body is gonna break down. There's no way they could try to prolong it ethically,
that
in
baby
my
might have
opinion, to
even given
40
it.
weeks for the baby to be fully
I'm
termed.
surprised that
yeah.
that baby
I
is even.
mean, we're talking about what they did, like, what, 15 weeks already? Maybe, like, 10 weeks? That's a lot. And at
Yeah,
this
it's
point,
almost been 20 weeks already. The 9
yeah,
weeks old, and now she's at 21
29
weeks.
weeks. That's a long time. That's a
Yeah.
long time for the brain not shooting any type of signals. I mean,
Ugh,
they and I mean, I
whose
kind of do
Sorry,
remember
emotions?
because
sorry about
it's
that.
It's
yeah.
okay.
I mean, there is like you're doing the feeding tube is making. I mean, I don't want to go too much into it, but to me, I'm just like, no, the body, it's more than that. There's just doesn't make any
Yes,
sense. And
yes.
I think what the sad thing is that these doctors are taking advantage of the fact that the
Mhm.
family, especially the mothers, aka
Oh,
the grandma, they are working on emotion because
yes.
who wants to sit there and say goodbye to their child? You know what I'm saying?
And
They,
knowing
of
that there's
course, they're gonna want to do anything and everything to save their daughter, especially when they find out the daughter is pregnant. So they're
exactly.
not really sitting here thinking like, "Hey, this is not a good idea. Maybe do comfort care and then let nature take its course." They're gonna want to fight
Is
so
the father
much
fighting with the mother?
for them. You know, the only thing I feel like it's it's a catch 22. Do you need to sit down there and if you don't have
Is
a like I guess a living will administrative plan in place so that way they don't take advantage of you
I never
and
thought
your body when you're not able to speak for yourself.
it's true. I feel like
Oh Lord.
nobody thinks about that, and that's crazy. Who would have thought like I mean like I don't know. Me and my husband have a pact that we're not gonna. Neither one of us want to be on machines at all. We don't trust any of it. If we die, we know that our time is our time. Which I hopefully in the most benevolent timeline, we're not gonna have to worry about
Well,
that.
and that's part of the conflict too, is
We're
that
not gonna
the
die.
DNR, the supposed DNR, will
Mhm.
not apply if there's life in your womb beyond 6 weeks and they worked on you at the hospital.
You hear these motherfuckers?
That is so weird. Because I remember for me, I bet
Always
it's a
my house,
was a
Dave.
male, wasn't a female. They were like
Dave.
it felt like they were insistent on me to just say, "Oh, just give up, pull the plug," you know? And I'm just sitting here doing the mental like, "Oh, you're
Yeah,
insisting on wanting to prolong it." So to me, it's I don't feel like they're really worrying
they're not
about
thinking
this
about the
child. I
child
think they're
either, right?
experimenting
The
and
child
seeing
is
what they
super
could get away
likely.
with and doing like a
Well,
guinea pig type of
Yeah.
situation. Because
but the
the
human
way they
doesn't
talking about, they're like, "We want
dolls
the
on a
next bed.
baby.
We want the next bed to be available." The way from my
Usually,
experience.
huh?
But why
I
do
mean,
you
the
I
way
don't
they
know why
rushed
you
her
have to
out
have
of there
babies.
without even giving her a freaking CT scan to let
I
this
Yeah.
know.
happen anyway, that
I'm
is
like,
part of
that's
what you just mentioned is the rush, right?
Yeah.
Usually they don't have an extra bed or the time or
you're
anything.
right.
And
Yeah.
now you're
Yeah.
gonna hold a
You're in the
fucking bed
hallway. You're
and
in the
the
hallway over here. Yeah.
resources. You know how many freaking nurses it takes to keep this woman's body
Wow.
without bed sores and
Yeah.
sepsis,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a lot of resources.
It's a lot, and then
The
they still
emotions
have to
aren't
do the
there.
feeding tubes. We don't
That's
know if there she's breathing on her own or not. Because if she's not, that's another sense of resource. They have to keep doing
gee,
secursion so to keep the airway. Because even if you do are brain it and you breathe on your own, you're not able to swallow. So they have to constantly clean it so you don't choke technically on your own secretion. So to me, it just
caliber, they protect with their
but
lungs. That's
over
good.
time, your body is just fills up with liquid and it's like breaking down. So like, what are you saving? The body is breaking itself down. It's like because what they told me, everything is shutting down one by one by one by
That's
one. Like even if they put
Yeah,
on a feeding tube, the body is no longer able to digest anymore.
right.
yeah.
It's to me,
Some
it just
people,
doesn't make any sense.
right. And you're right. It's barbaric. It's just it's what was that word you used?
Not
Abomination. Abomination.
Abomination. Yeah.
Yes.
It does that's what I'm saying. They definitely are trying to say, "Hey,
Making Franken babies and shit.
can we sit here and have a womb type thing and then see if a baby will survive with no
Hmm.
living consciousness in it?" Which is going to be like a gateway to those artificial wombs. Is this actually could be real? Because they
hands
know medically it would have been better off weeks ago to just let nature take its course and then it is what it is.
Oh, come on.
It's sad.
What, hon?
But,
Oh,
but
you're
to me, it's
sad.
unfortunate that you do have some it's where profit and money and
it's sick. I think that
power It's like when you lose your humanity. It's human. Society is losing his humanity, and they're forgetting that we need to think about each other more than just numbers.
Yeah. But I don't know why they have to make. So why would they have to? Like they said, like the conspiracy thing is how they have fake wombs, or they have all like we've seen like the baby making things. Why even do that? Why do you need to make humans? Like
so you could control them.
Well, the fuck that. That's over. It's over with. They're not allowed to do that shit no more. I'm just saying.
Well, if they learn how to make humans without other humans to tell them what to do with the humans they make, then they'll have a bigger workforce that they can force in, or a bigger whatever force that's more controllable. Because you do take away that parent and you install the state, right? So
and then you could engineer that human the way you want them to be. So you could almost make them like a little slow and complicit, so you could have full control.
That's fucking nuts.
It's all about engineering.
Did you guys have the gateway program? Not the gateway program, but like, do you ever remember them taking you out of class and then going to like this class and like trying to get you to, I don't know, like put puzzles together or something? Did you guys ever do that? Did you guys have that when you were younger?
Not in my district.
No, they didn't. They only took me out of the room for hearing tests and reading tests.
But I think that okay. I do think no, but I think that gateway shit was to see if we were see who this like to see who they had the control. I mean, I'm telling you right now. I remember in library class, we had library class in kindergarten. They were telling us to go pick out books, and all the kids would pick out regular books. So I'm picking out books about UFOs and aliens, and I don't know why back then. I was just obsessed with it back then. But they knew that, and I'm telling you, by like the next year, I completely had lost a connection to anything that had to do with it until fucking 5 years ago. So I think after I went to, they did the gateway program. Obviously, I wasn't a psychic enough, but I mean, like they must have noticed that I was looking at UFO books, and she knows she's an alien, whatever I am. And they literally muted my abilities. They did a lot of stuff. I think that school lunches are. We're not going to get on. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bunch of shit. But
we could talk.
I just feel like they try to control us. Schools like they tried to teach us that it's like a prison. I took our kids out of school like that. They don't. Well, Marines kids.
No, because the public school is really, Well,
we'll see. We're going to see a lot of stuff come to light soon. Yeah. So, and we're going to be very upset and very disappointed. But the ones that already know. The other ones probably won't believe it, and that's okay. If they don't believe some of the stuff now, they're never going to believe it, because if you don't believe in aliens now, then you're never going to believe it. They get to land in front of you and you won't believe it. But if they don't believe now, then it's fine. Not that I'm nothing against people that don't believe in aliens, but I think that they've already told us about that. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I want to fuck this bitch up. I'm like literally. No, I won't give her any attention. Okay. She hates me. She gets louder when I don't give her attention. It's the funniest thing. Yeah. She's like, she'll start like yelling. One time she was like yelling about me, and I was just sitting in my she just wants my attention. I don't know why.
That is so crazy. You have your own personal. You have your
friends. She's on the porch drunk every day for 5-10 years now.
You have a personal
rent free in her head. You should start charging her rent.
Like I move in, because I'm not from here, and everybody from here is from here, and I'm not. So I move in with my husband. He's like, who's this girl? Well, I don't want nothing to do with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like we've had a lot of problems with people that don't live on the street, but other things. So we weren't exactly like the pillar of fucking, But when Marine moved out, the cops stopped coming. But anyway, the whole point is I don't get close to my neighbors for a reason. It's too close, right? It's like a family member that you don't like. I don't want to say no if they ask me to. Can you do me this favor, that favor? I don't need that. I don't want to be. You say no, you sound like an asshole. But like I can't even. I learned my lesson with Marie, and I'm still suffering from it. When I say suffering, I mean like there's a lot of stuff there.
Well, thanks for having me up, and thanks for coming up, Allie.
Allie, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
I love her POV. I can't wait.
I know. I can't believe you don't have a channel. You need a channel, Allie.
I am trying to get the channel ready, but like I said, being a single mom working 40+ hours, it's just trying to coordinate my time and then get the content enough. But once I get it up and start getting going and get a schedule,
I can tell you right now, I don't.
But you have a channel right now.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a channel right now, and then have it.
Drop your link.
Yeah.
because we can't front load you. You're up here, you're sharing your POV. So
Yes, I
people are
just
gonna
want.
get used to what your
Yeah.
tone will be on your channel. So we should always drop that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Y-
there are lots of steps to get monetized,
Yeah.
and you need viewers, you need watch hours, you need this, you need that. So if we can pre-stack your channel so that when you do start
You.
doing content, you'll
Mm.
have, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Exactly.
what I always
Yes.
tell them.
And I know like the other hard part is at least just trying to work with the algorithms, have enough content so that way it can work on my schedule. But I'll get it there because it's like
Get away from the
it's
phone.
just me because it's like it's just little me from right now. And I'm like, okay, I want to do this, but I gotta get the main coin
Guys, you don't think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not taking this
set
goddamn.
up first.
I'm gonna take
And
this
I would
laptop
like to
and go.
have this because I enjoy, my
So I'm gonna show you
POVs
how
and,
fucked up these
hearing
people are.
different people's point of views,
Let me
and
just
then
show you
not,
how
especially with
fucked
stuff
these
like
people
reality TV. I don't take it seriously,
are.
but it's
Look, look,
something. It's like a good de-stress too.
I'm not crazy. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna try to see if you can see them. I'm not
Oh no,
crazy. These fucking people. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Where
it's
am I?
black.
We can't see you, Krista. There you
Oh
go.
no, we lost her. Wait, she's
Oh, wait,
back.
wait. Am I not allowed to? Why won't I? Where the fuck I go?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me come in. Hold on. I'll come right back in. Hold on. All I did was.
Oh,
Oh no, she's gone again. Oh no. In the meantime, is anybody gonna? Okay, is anybody watching that thing called Love Hotel, or just me?
Yes, I have been watching it, and I'm mad that Ashley is a liar
She's
face.
back.
Well,
Still a fucking liar. She
Who?
started that Love Hotel talking about she
Oh, I
was
heard about
recently
that.
dating Josh on the show, and
Oh,
things
that's
just didn't work out. So I'm here on Love Hotel looking for love. And then the other day she posted her and Josh out filming for Real Housewives of Potomac. Like,
Josh is the
man,
newer guy, right? Or is
I
it
can
another
see you
Josh,
guy?
now.
that
wait,
curly
wait.
haired dude that
It's dark out,
she
but just
met
hold on. See if you can
on
hear me.
the
It's a bit dark.
remember speed dating with
Yes,
Giselle
yes,
last
yes,
Really,
yes,
winter?
yes,
I can't see.
yes,
It's too dark. It's too dark.
yes.
I want to show you these fucking crazy ass
But I
people.
mean, the thing about it is, I'm not surprised with Ashley. And here's my thing. I like Wiley. He's a good guy, but I don't think
Oh.
Ashley's a good mix from the get go.
My
Yeah,
Because Wiley is really into her, and I'm like, Wiley, you don't want none of that drama. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of that. Mm-mm. And I don't care what anybody say. I still think she's still very involved with Michael. I still feel like this whole separation. Did anybody confirm that she's divorced by pulling up the divorce paper, or we're just taking her word?
well, yeah, and that's the other part. First she said she was divorced on, didn't she say she was divorced at
Oh yeah,
something, and then
she
she
had a
said
whole
it
photo
wasn't
shoot and
final yet
everything.
or something
Yeah, she
like
had a
that?
whole
She's a
photo shoot
liar.
where she was half naked, saying she's finally divorced, but yet no
Yeah,
divorce
she's a
papers.
liar.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's great, Ashley. Where's the divorce papers from the court that said you and Michael are divorced? And if I'm not mistaken, the house that she's in is bought through the LLC that both her and Michael are on. So even if you're
Yes.
divorced, how that works, he still is at least a part owner of the house through the LLC. I said, this is all messy. I said, Wiley, you don't want none of this mess. But she does show herself being a little whorish, so that's the only truth she's
Yeah.
telling. That
Luann is too much. Luann is marking. She pissed on every man in the thing.
Whew.
And Luann's thing is, as if you like him, then Luann likes him. So Luann
Yes.
had her interest over there, and Shannon's like, oh, I like that one. And now next time Ashley's gonna be like, oh, I like that one. And then when Giselle likes something, she likes that one. So she likes what other people like.
Luann is not a girl's girl. Luann be like,
Not at
she will
all.
steal your man. She gave me,
Yeah.
she will steal your man.
Her
And
and
then the
Portia
sad
will
thing is
hang
there were
out
so many
good.
guys that wanted to be with Luann. She had to pick up the whole litter. She didn't even have to do that.
Yeah.
She did not. And then I mean, one thing I have to say was Giselle. She's a little refreshing, not being her meanie self. She was bearable.
Yeah, Giselle, and I could, okay, on that. So just the last episode, Giselle is so likable. I was like, see, now this is why people say, "Oh my God, in real life, Giselle is not nothing like on TV." I can see that.
Yeah,
So
I can
I need
see
her to
that.
be that all the time. Don't get
Mm,
around these other women and put on a demon soul. Like you don't need to do that. Be this Giselle on the show,
And
and I
and she
might
was
fuck with you.
and she was kind of funny. Isn't it hilarious that the second round of men that came in, one of them was the cousin of a boy she used to date back in the days?
Yes,
I
yes.
was like, "Are
James
you?"
Earl Jones
Yeah.
voice. Yes.
He said that's a no. It's a no for him. Because said, "Is Edward? Do I know you?" Yes, you do.
She's like, I'm keeping my king. I'm
I
keeping
did,
my king.
but it was so funny. Both of them, both at the same time. Yeah, this is not going to go. This is not going to go through. And I'm sitting in the back of my head, Mister. Why you don't want to go through? What did Giselle did back in the days that made you know that was a hard no? What did Giselle did back in the day? Because he gonna call his cousin and say, "You wouldn't believe who I saw." Am I the only one by myself now?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Did you see the interview with Nene and Tamar?
I didn't watch that whole one, but I did watch the entire Cynthia one.
Yes, that was. I
I
like
saw
that
the
one.
clips that supposedly Tamar called her a big black Cadillac, called Lonnie Love a black Cadillac or something,
No,
and
big back
a
Cadillac.
big fat Cadillac.
Yes,
Yeah, this
multiple
back fat
times.
is out of control, Lonnie. I understand, girl. I understand. Hey,
Multiple
but
times.
if
Where did
Lonnie
Krista
and
go?
Tamar be having issues, then I don't know, the time is still running. If they're having issues, then if there's a reason. I know it seems like Tamar funks with everybody, but she's also been around long enough to funk with everybody. So she knows what she knows. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna negate her experiences with these
Oh no.
people that she knows what happened. I wasn't there.
And and
And
and I agree with you because I'm sitting here saying like everybody's like, oh, how dare she? How dare they be talking about people? And I said, first of all, we don't know them. We don't know the people that talk about because they have the privilege of having these interactions. It's like if I had a falling out with a friend and I tell you all the reasons why. Hey, what's that?
My cell phone.
Oh, okay.
My notification is going off.
You still there, Curves?
yeah, I'm right here. Where did she even go? What's happening?
I don't know.
My
She went to. I looked like she was gonna make us see the neighbor, but then something happened with.
Oh,
I guess she lost connection, but yet the feed is still going, and it was
huh.
coming up and it went down, and it came up and now it's
you
going
want me
down.
to you want me to message her? Cause I don't know where she's at. You want me to message her? I can message her
Yeah,
for you.
message her one time because if we leave the thread, then it'll just be empty, dead space. So we could keep
Okay, I'll
talking.
message her. I'll keep message her.
So
I'll be
what did you
back.
think
I'll be
about
back though.
Shamia sitting down with what did you think about Shamia sitting down with Ralph?
Messy, messy, and she with that BS talk about the podcast. You know you went there to be messy.
Yes.
And see, this is what I'm saying about Shamia. Shamia's a nice girl. She's fun. She has the ability to really be everybody's friend. I get it that you and Portia been friends with childhood, but here's my takes about it. I feel like when you get to a certain age, and even with your childhood friend, you realize they move a certain way. You, as a grown adult, realize, I need to adjust on how I'm being friends with a certain person. And I just don't understand why Samia took this long to realize I need to adjust how I move with Portia because because it's messing you up. You would have thought she would have learned this way back in season 9 that your friend is not really your friend. You could be friendly, Because I don't know why she bring Portia of all people. If you bring
It seems
Kelly,
like,
it will still be messy. But I'd rather you bring Kelly versus Portia because you know Portia's gonna stab you in the back.
yeah, it seems like she's been getting treated like this a long time ago. And it's unfortunate that her kindness has been turned into a weakness by the very same person she's had grace for. And sorry. And it's really weak sauce on Portia's fault for her to also then pull a Kenya
Mm-hmm.
and self-victimize in the middle of you being caught being a victim. I mean, a villain. Then you self-victimize. She's like, I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just a piece of shit. And that's what Portia kept saying when she finally gets called on the carpet about it. You know what I mean?
And I'm kind
It
of
was a
glad this, and that's another reason why I am glad that Ken is gone because I feel like this is always what Portia does, but because Ken was just so toxic and polarizing, people really didn't see what Portia was doing that much. Now you don't have Ken in
he
there.
pulls focus.
We are super
Kenya
focused on
used to
what she's
pull
doing.
focus. You're right. Kenya used to pull focus from Portia's same behavior.
Mm-hmm. Because this is how Portia operates. And then she does the little cutesy. Who said that? Who said that? Girl, no. No. But yeah, but Shamia, she really needs to sit there and be like, look, I'm finally on the show full time. I got a great life. I got a good thing. I need to be friendly, but not friends and move a different way. Because it could end up ruining her. And you work so hard for what she's going through. It never made any sense. You know that, and that's kind of what I let me say this. Angela was trying to tell Shamia that, but it was a symptom of right message, wrong messenger. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like that message should be coming from you, Angela. It need to be coming from somebody else. That should have been a better message coming from Cynthia versus Angela. Which is another thing. Why is Cynthia not having these conversations with Shamia? That would have been because you know both of them. But you know.
Well, Cynthia has been trying to be the voice of reason with certain people. I don't think she's taking that liberty with Shamia so much, but with
Mm-mm.
her other type of OGs. I don't know if like when because it seems like in the preview clip too that when Phaedra comes back, she's going to come back with her split tongue, starting with some more rumors about picking up where she left off with rumors about what the streets are saying about Charles being allegedly gay or some boy saying he slept with Charles or something like that. And for her to come on the show like that, I wonder if Cynthia is going to talk to her because
And
they
and,
used
and,
to be on the
and
show together.
the irony after you left another show
Yeah.
calling them trash and mean girls. It's just the
Yeah.
irony. See, this is why I knew when Andy showed that clip with her talk about mean girls. I said he did that on purpose because he know exactly what you was gonna do, so you could look even more ridiculous, Phaedra. Because we all know you're full of crap. You hype. I'm not saying the ladies of Married to Medicine is innocent and their hands clean, but Phaedra was the last person to call someone a mean girl. You are the original
Hello.
mean girl.
Right?
Like the irony.
And did she ever apologize to Phaedra? Did Phaedra ever apologize to Shamia the year that she was saying that Shamia and Candy were carpet munchers together?
From what I heard on Shamia's vlog, I don't think so. I don't think yes. Shamia did say on her vlog. I could be wrong, but I feel like she said she never did get apology and she still had to work with her.
Yeah.
She never did get an
And I don't
apology.
think Phaedra really ever apologized on the stage, even when she got found out. She was like, kind of like, oh, sorry. It wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was kind of like a forced sorry, you know? Like she never wants to admit fault.
I don't know what's going on with Krista. Charity Messenger has contacted me back.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and end it. If we all just leave the studio, then maybe it'll cut off because I actually do have to go do stuff.
Okay. Are you coming
Yeah.
back on this weekend on your channel, Curves?
Yeah, I was going to come on tomorrow. I have something in the morning, but I was going to come on tomorrow. We can talk about the world happenings and whatnot, either tomorrow or Sunday. For sure,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. I
Yeah.
keep up my notification.
Maybe someone with the production company will leak some tea since Nene said she's looking for a new camera crew. Oh, because their quality is bad. Angela's
Yeah,
being
but
evil. Yep. Angela,
she
that's what I'm
doesn't need a
saying.
new camera crew. She needs
Angela is not the bee's knees everybody thinks. Just because she smiles when she delivers all her venom doesn't make her
Have a
nice.
good night. I gotta go.
Okay,
bye. But have a
Dustin.
good evening, Dustin.
I'll see you larger tomorrow if you're on live
Okay,
tomorrow.
right on, Dustin. Thanks, Waits.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we can talk about all that stuff. Thanks for
Yeah, we could
everybody coming
because
through. Whether
I would
you're
like
the kitties or the curvies, thanks for coming through. Make sure you smash our like button, smash the subscribe button, ring our bells so you can get notified. Thanks to all our super mods. And make sure you have the day you deserve, which is a great one. And there's enough to go around, so go get some. See you in the next video. Peace.
bye.